We talked more about playing than we ever played.
Yeah, I hate it when games go that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, his game, he had a rule where everybody had to be there,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody could always be there. There was always somebody that called off, and so we wouldn't play if they weren't all there. And I'm like, dude, you really got to relax that, because you're never going to get everybody, all 6 of us every time. But whatever.
I think it depends on the group. I mean, honestly, running games with Cybernation Uncensored, they always showed up, every single one of them. I did have a problem with a couple of guys early on after we had moved the show from my channel to Cybernation, and they'd be giving me these same-day cancellations. And after they did that about 3 times, that was the end of it, and I replaced them. Not my favorite thing to do, but in a case like that where I've got the guy who runs the channel basically threatening to cancel me if it doesn't become more regular, you do what you got to do. And we'll be back there when we go to the Fallout game, but that's still ways off. I've got to adapt my other set of rules to the genre.
All right. What did I do?
Speaking of which, I did reach out to my dad about the base information. He's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still can't talk about that." I'm like, "Oh, okay, never mind."
Mm-hmm.
What did I do with my soda? Where did I put it?
Which base?
There is a nuclear propulsion research facility in Idaho Falls.
I don't think you're supposed to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally all I can really tell you about it. So
I don't think we're supposed to know, though.
Great. Where are the men in black? They're coming, aren't they?
Don't answer your door. Make sure you hide.
Hey guys, George made it.
I made it. I am here. Yeah, I had to just, get my coffee, but you cannot see me holding it because,
We're doing the countdown. That's right.
It's the final countdown.
Did you remember to bring a
That song was actually rated the worst. No, sorry, second worst, I believe, rock song of all time by VH1. Once Upon a Time.
Really?
It is. It is awful and yet catchy.
Wasn't Mr. Roboto like the #1 worst song ever or something like that?
Mr. Roboto is awesome.
Mr. Roboto didn't even make the list, if I remember.
Hey, you haven't lived if you haven't skated to Mr. Roboto.
Roller
skated. Yeah,
I actually saw Styx. I saw Styx in Universal Studios once.
I've seen Styx like 2 or 3 times actually.
No, the worst rated song by VH1 was Jefferson Starship. I guess it's a Starship then. We built the city. That's right.
Oh my
Did they
god!
Never hear Disco
Another. Why all
VH1's terrible.
I think VH1 sucks or something.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I know.
I don't even think they're a channel anymore, are they?
I think
they're gone.
They're not. They are. I don't know.
Pretty sure.
They were just a subsidiary of MTV when they stopped playing music as well. So.
Right.
Hey, but pop-up video was pretty awesome though. They did have that going for it.
Have you seen that meme? MTV turned 40 years old this year. Thank you for 14 years of music.
Yeah, I think I posted that on my Facebook a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think you
Never mind. VH1 was merged with Black Entertainment, BET.
BET?
Black Entertainment Television? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it still sucks. So, the funny part is I didn't have cable during the years where actually MTV played music. So once I actually finally got cable, they weren't playing music. I was like, oh shoot. It's like I honestly think it's a conspiracy against me.
You probably didn't miss as much as you feel like you did.
Right?
Look, I remember. Does anyone remember U68? No. Does anyone?
No.
Anyone old enough to remember U68? You remember
Like
UHF
UHF?
channels? UHF
Yes.
channels? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
Right.
U68 was like the channel where they used to have videos at night
Isn't that like?
Oh, yeah.
between like music videos it was MTV before MTV. It
Oh.
was the precursor to MTV. It was like between like 11 a.m. Central, 11 p.m. Central Standard Time and 6.
But
and
that
6
would be
a.m.
that would be highly dependent on where you were, though, isn't that? That
Well,
would be a
I'm-
local
I-
channel, right?
Yeah, it is.
have
It
to
is.
be.
Well, yeah,
So-
I just know I know that in New York, that's what I watched. I was able to watch videos back then, and then around at 6 a.m. Speed Racer used to come on.
Yeah.
So I'd be watching. Speed
Yeah,
Racer because-
dude. So I got you
No
beat on
Speed
that one.
Racer.
I had to have rabbit ears on that channel, and I would
Yeah,
get up on
same here.
Saturday to see that what you
Robotech.
just said.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't come in very well for me, so I had to watch it with like all the horizontal lines like going in and out, and I would sit there and mess with the damn rabbit ears the whole thing because I wanted to see it. And we hardly got that at all. But what I did grow up with before cable, I actually lived outside of Chicago at the time, so I got WGN before everybody got WGN, because WGN was one of those stations that became a channel on cable.
Right.
So even before it was on cable, I was watching it.
Now, see, I grew up in the country, out in Washington State.
They make a
So
lot of
I got
peaches.
ABC, NBC, CBS, and none of them
Nice.
came in all that great. That
Yeah.
means Saturday morning I was watching crap like Gummy Bears and Kid Video and stuff.
Magic and mystery are part of their history, along with the secret
Rid
of
of
gummy
gummy
berry
berry
juice.
juice.
But
All through the forest,
you have to
they
admit,
sing
though,
out in
if you
chorus.
grew up on Saturday morning cartoons,
I-
you had that internal clock
Yes.
that
Yeah.
woke you up magically, because I never missed
Oh,
an
yeah,
episode of Super
absolutely.
Friends.
Oh, yeah.
It was like on
And-
the
Right?
first thing that came on, and for some reason I woke up every time.
Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show.
I accidentally woke up early one Saturday morning to turn on the TV, and I found Robotech for the first time, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I fell in love with anime that day. Yes.
Yeah,
that day.
Robotech was awesome.
Robotech, BattleTech.
I own all the I own all of the Robotech series, even though it's technically 3 different animes for the different. But it's I own the whole Robotech, the original trilogy Robotech series.
Anybody remember
Duncan?
Exo Squad?
Exo Squad. I had the toys.
No.
I think you guys must be younger than me. Those things don't ring a bell to me, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I will tell you that I am older than Matt. So.
how old
and
is
I,
Matt?
47.
I got you by
Ah,
6. I got you by 6 years. Anybody older than me?
I'm 50. So.
no.
I'm 53. Am I the elder?
You know,
I'm 51.
I'm 54. I guess I'm the.
Uh-oh, Dan.
I'm the
Matt-
baby.
Well, Dan, you look a lot younger than me.
Well,
Thanks.
With this white beard, I guess it kind of gives it away. Well, no, you look good for your age is what I'm saying.
yeah. It's-
I think I look actually older. Of course, if I shave my beard off, all of a sudden I look like a 17-year-old kid. But
I myself took the mustache off last week, so But it's
you
just-
had a
it's just-
mustache?
yeah.
I don't remember that.
I had one too.
Yeah.
Well, I was
I
gonna
have to
say
shave
anything.
daily.
Hers was much better than mine, to be honest. I mean, I wish I could. That's why I shaved mine, because I was so jealous of hers. I was like, I can't make mine look that good. There's no
It
way.
was really impressive, guys.
And see, this goes back to my comment
have
earlier, Darren. This is
handlebars?
why I love this group.
Mhm.
Esmeralda, what are you doing here? Why are you hitting my keyboard? Get away.
Yeah, I think I remember my favorite cartoon was Voltron from those days.
I
With
remember
the
that one.
lions. The
Yeah,
Voltron with the lions.
What about
Right.
what about Gachimon, G-Force? Remember it was called G-Force?
I
You remember
vaguely remember it. I didn't watch it, but
God. Yep. I was a cartoon junkie. I'm still a cartoon junkie.
So I would wake up on Saturday mornings, and I'm a little bit younger than you guys, but I would watch Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon, and X-Men was my favorite.
Love
Mhm.
X-Men was my favorite, and my dad would watch it with me. My dad is probably why I'm as cool as I am.
Are we allowed to ask how old you are or how young you are? I mean, I don't know.
I'll turn 40 before the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
So.
I don't know. I know some
She's
women get a
definitely
little
the
crazy.
baby.
She could be
I'm the
39. then.
baby. Not very baby for a baby, but I'm the baby.
Okay, Esme, I'm giving you your brushing. I got Esme a new brush the other day, and now she loves it so much she just kind of forces herself onto my desk and makes me pet her. Makes me brush her.
All right, here we are. This is Odyssey, the Dragonlords, and I am Darren Drader. And depending on if you're on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, this will be Darren Drader Designs or one of the or my personal feed on Facebook, etc., etc. Anyway, let's go around and introduce ourselves. And if you guys want to plug anything that you're doing outside of the game, go ahead and do it. Let's start at the bottom there with George.
Okay, I am George. I am playing Kairos, the warlock, now warlock/sorcerer. And I have not much to plug other than I am insane and, just trying to keep sane by playing TTRPGs a lot because that seems like the best thing to do for me.
And we enjoy your particular brand of insanity.
I'm glad because I wasn't sure sometimes.
All right, Dan, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm playing Roziki, the now Rune Knight fighter, Minotaur, who is starting to learn a little bit what it's like to be a hero. You can find me on Progressive D&D on YouTube, a little D&D channel where we like to talk about lots of things, Dungeons and Dragons.
Now, I actually bumped into your channel the other day because I was looking for information about the what's it called, the official D&D online tabletop that they've created, and you had done a thing about that.
I did D&D maps.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
That has actually taken on a life of its own. I wish all of our videos would do what that video is doing right now. But yeah, that's actually I actually owe it to this group because actually, Darren, the day that you were off, we did that one shot, which we did D&D Beyond maps.
Oh,
and I recorded a bunch of that. So if any of you guys haven't seen it, you'll recognize some of the screenshots.
That was the lake troll fighting the something else, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And then Kat, didn't you make the hill giant Tosh's hideous laughter or something, and you guys just took it out no problem? Something, I don't remember what. I don't remember which game it was, but there was some crazy stuff in that game.
So overall, D&D maps. So D&D maps overall, thumbs up or thumbs down?
It's okay for what it is.
For an alpha version, alpha stage product, I give it a thumbs up. It needs a lot more features to compete with anything like this.
Yeah, but they're adding a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah, for what it is right now, at alpha, it's very stable. That's really all you can expect in alpha. So I'm using it weekly for my home game because I have two.
Did you hear, Dan, that they're doing? The last piece of information I heard was that they're going to add a 3D to it. They're going to add it. It's not going to be 2D anymore. It's going to be 3D, kind of like
isometric. Or
is that?
I've seen a demo about that, and that's kind of where I'm starting to look at it and go, this is getting to be a little too much for me, Yeah.
So that's going to be a totally separate product. So there's D&D maps, and then there's going to be their new virtual tabletop that they've been talking about. They haven't actually talked about that for like a year until this release of the bundle. One of the perks of buying the early bundle is you get a 3D Gold Dragon digital asset for their 3D virtual tabletop that they haven't talked about. And suddenly they just kind of said, hey, you're going to get this. So who knows? We may see at least a beta version of it soon. Yeah. But yeah, to your point, Darren, what they showed a year ago, it had a ways to go. So.
All right, Ken, talk to us.
Ken Chivers, playing Bane Darkstar, Paladin Sorcerer, and when it comes to the maps and everything that you all are talking about, I kind of like the setup we're having now, or at least I've gotten used to it. The only issue I have is character sheet maintenance, and but I'm sure eventually they'll fix that. And now that all my sons are home from college, maybe I'll finally get back to play testing some stuff I'm working on with Darren Drader. And my oldest son actually graduated and he's already got a job. So
Good deal.
You're ruining my plans.
Congratulations.
So,
Mazel tov? Is that the best? That's a good term for it.
Mazel tov. Yeah, that works. Yeah.
I'm not Jewish though. Would that be considered cultural appropriation then? But
We'll say you're Jewish.
I don't think it's.
I grew up in Brooklyn, so
I don't think it's cultural appropriation unless you're actually profiting off of it.
okay.
Right.
All right, Matt.
I'll take down my Mazel tov, web store then.
All right, Matt. Tell us about yourself.
Just Matt here. I play the. Let's see. This game is play Galen, who is a half elf. He is a rogue, and now that we made it to 3rd level, he is a scout. So I'm interested in some of the new things he'll be able to do with his 3rd level, with his subclass. So we'll see what happens.
Cool. All right, Kat.
Hey, I'm Kat. I play Nisha. She's an artificer. Yeah,
Cool.
can't find me most places. I do hang out at GaryCon every March. That's a place you could find me. I also am gonna go to Gen Con, or not Gen Con, Gamehole Con this year. Gen Con is probably too big for me. So
Cool.
Gamehole.
Did you,
I've
Kat,
been to Gen
Gamehole
Con
Con,
once,
yeah,
and
in
it's quite
Madison.
large.
did you get a haircut, Kat, or you just have your hair in a ponytail? You look different.
I did get a haircut a while ago.
Oh,
Mhm. We haven't met for a little bit, so
it
it's a
hasn't been
little
a while.
shorter.
Okay. Well, I think
Trying
that's
to fix it because
Did you get a little sun too? It looks like you got a
I've
little
gotten so much sun this summer, you guys. Don't even look at my face.
you look like a
Summer just
red
started.
panda, to be honest.
Part of that's my lighting because the lighting in here is very orange. But yes, I've got quite a bit of sunlight too. Yeah,
All
the
right.
lighting. Oh, but that's what I'm gonna say anyway. It's not at all that I'm pale, very pale naturally.
All right, Mando.
Mando Matt, the other Matt. I play our fearless war cleric, who is a centaur, Farron Sandhoof, and Hulk Smash.
All right, and I'm Darren Drader. I am the DM. I'm also a game designer who's been with it for almost a quarter century now. You can find my stuff on DriveThruRPG. Here's the URL. Or you can just go to their homepage and look up Darren Drader Designs, and it'll take you to the page where I sell things directly. Things like monsters and maps that you can populate with your own monsters, and space opera character classes, which is going to be joined by more space opera stuff sooner or later. And the big announcement is on the 4th of July, which is coming up in a week, I will be releasing a brand new game called Omega Force Shadowhawks, which is a near future military adventure RPG. So that will be about close to 120 pages. The PDF will be going for $14.99. There will be a printed edition. I don't have a price on that one yet, but please, if you see this video, go check it out. And if it's something you're interested in, help me out a little bit. Give me some love. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started with the game. Does anybody remember what's going on?
Vaguely.
You pop up the map, I can figure it out. Sometimes.
Yeah, I think we ended up fighting some cockatrices, right, in that last room, and now we're just kind of resting, I think.
I believe that's
right.
Yeah,
Are
we
we
had
still
gone
trying
back
to
in
figure
the
out the
cave.
elevator?
Right.
Yeah, the
We were going to
elevator is
go.
still-
Let's see.
We
I
had just
believe
bought
you're
those
still in the
cockatrices,
upper
and we were going to go
mine.
back and check out that elevator that seemed to be either,
The one that was
flying-
trapped?
Yeah, trapped, or it goes straight to hell.
Right.
It's totally interesting, and I think
Send in
it's
the
definitely
centaur.
worth investing.
But what did we?
What, right?
But we operated it a couple times, right? And didn't we settle on the
Yeah,
idea?
it's definitely not okay.
But we said we would keep doing it until it ran out of fuel, right? Because we had this. We said that the fuel has to be. It can't be finite. I
Is
mean,
that
it's,
what-
unless
No,
it's magical, I suppose.
It could be tapping into a methane vein for all you know.
Well, I mean, it could, I
Yeah,
suppose.
I
but-
don't think that you guys actually decided you were going to keep sending the
Yeah.
thing up and down.
I
And
don't think
that
that's
was
a thing.
Well, we've done it twice so far. I know that because
It
my
could be a
rope
thing,
is
huh?
my rope is like 40 feet shorter than it was. All I know is I'm not getting in the damn thing. So
Should we investigate this room over here?
which
I
room are
think-
we talking about?
The
I think we
cockatrice
did
one,
everything.
kind of down to the left on the map.
How
I
do
don't know if
pop
we
this?
fully
Oh.
investigated that room, did
I
we?
think there's a
believe
reason
you-
why I put my character down here. Wasn't that where I wanted to go south? And then you said, well,
Oh,
we
yeah,
need to end
that's
it
an
here.
option. That
South.
could, that could be too.
Well, that's
Yeah, we do have
down,
a-
right,
if you-
off of a
So
bridge
if
thing.
you keep going south there, you're going to be going back into Troglodyte area,
Mhm.
Oh right,
Right.
yeah, right.
which you've already partially explored.
All right. How do we get the map back up? Darn it.
Did you lose your map?
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember. I remember there was a way to get it. I'm
Do
trying
I
you have
had
your
to-
character sheet open?
I do.
Clicked.
Click on your character icon in the top of your character sheet.
Uh-huh.
And then what?
And then what?
Open token linked map, if any. The little crosshairs between the two things. It looks like if you click that, it should work.
Open.
So click on that. It'll come up with picture and tokens. And then if you click on the crosshairs, it says open token link map.
Ah, there we go. Took a while. I don't know.
I think it's going to continue taking us a while to really learn this tabletop as well as
You know, we had a
as
little
we
bit.
need to.
We had for some reason my dice now floating in the middle of my thingy.
Yeah, that happens. You have to unlock them, move them to where you want them, and lock them again.
Toggle lock panel. Yeah, I did it earlier. I just don't understand why I shifted it and did it. I did the turning it off, turning it back on again, and then it was there, and now it's not back again. I don't know why. I didn't want to roll those dice, but that's fine.
Oops.
You get to see my fancy dice again. Now I locked it back into place. All right, I'm good. I'm money.
All right. Okay, so you guys have just rested, I believe,
That's right.
and you just leveled up.
Yes.
We felt immense power flowing through our veins and bodies. And we became enlightened to new abilities that were not there the night before.
Hey man, you leveled up. You didn't go through the quickening here.
It's one level.
Come on. I
Hey,
became
you got your letter from the correspondence course that you graduated. So.
you know I
10% less likely to die.
before I became an IT guy, I wanted to become a writer. And actually, I wanted to be a mythology professor. Esme, can you get off my laptop?
Yeah, I was gonna say whatever she did, you broke up. I didn't understand you.
She started pressing keys on the keyboard without me knowing it.
Oh,
I mean,
love
it's
it
a
when cats
normal
do that.
cat tactic.
Yes, it is. My cats lately have taken to turning off my surge suppressor, which really sucks because that's what my little refrigerator here is plugged into.
Oh.
So I wake up in the morning and the surge suppressor is off and all my soda's warm.
Yeah, well, it'd be even worse if there was tuna salad.
Yeah. No, I only keep beverages in here.
I had a child that did that once. Would go see the light and go click that button, but he would do it. He would do it while I was on there doing something.
Oh
I
man.
think
Well, at
we
least you were right there, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Well, that's a good question.
And I will tell you, since you've already pretty much explored this area, with this level, aside from the Troglodyte area, you've pretty much cleared out everything.
So,
I think we need to kill troglodytes.
but we still have to find this. What are we? I forget what we're even doing here. Is this the mithril mine?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
So we still got to
I think we
get
need
into
to
the
go down.
mine, which means we got to get in that elevator. We got to figure out this elevator thing.
Or just go down that giant pit to nowhere.
That may be the case too.
Like,
Or-
it's there. It's right there and it's open.
Or there could be possibly. How do I do the laser pointer again?
Good
Target
question.
mode, right?
Target mode.
Nope.
No, it wasn't target mode.
Nope, that does
Ping
something
mode.
different. Ping mode.
Yeah,
Right.
we need to
You're
find.
right. Ping mode. If we go down this is where the troglodytes are, right over here.
Yeah.
There might be another passageway to go there because I just although I was born in a cave and I've lived in a cave, I'm not sure if I want to go down that crevasse. It doesn't seem inviting and warm.
Well,
And the elevator is just way too warm.
I mean, we could always figure out how it works. I'm sure I can fix it.
You know,
Hmm.
as long as you're the guinea pig, I'm okay with doing that.
I can't fix it if something goes wrong.
Well, if you die, then I don't have to go the other way.
what have we tried so far? We've tried plugging the holes, and that doesn't seem to work, right?
Yep.
No, we could always cut a hole in the bottom of the elevator and just try to shimmy down instead of taking the elevator down.
Yeah, that won't work for me.
Yeah, and Fry wouldn't be able to get down the big hole either. Because
I mean, we might be able to fix it better if we can find the bottom of it.
No, because I'm a freaking horse.
So maybe going the other way by the things that are really smells. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't smell like fresh.
How do we move our guy? How do we move our token?
Is the
You have to
token
click
not?
back to the
I can't move mine,
the
but
selection mode.
Might have gotten locked. Let me. No, actually, this time it's not a locked problem.
If you selected ping mode, you have to click
I have
back
to
onto
deselect.
selection
Well,
mode. Yep.
Oh, I see. All right.
You're welcome.
So it seems then we have two options. We can either go kill more troglodytes,
Yeah.
but I'd rather get to the mine, which is the goal. So,
Troglodytes might be guarding the mine in that.
It might be.
something tells me that that's not the case, but we can do that. But I don't think we really investigated this big hole. I know it was bottomless, right? We dropped the torch down there and it went for quite a ways.
It did go for quite a ways.
So
yes.
I have dark vision 60 feet.
Mhm.
Am I able to make out? I mean, how far we also should, I don't remember, but we should also know how far the elevator went down because I used my rope, right? And then we measured the rope.
20 feet.
So if it goes down 20 feet, I'm willing to climb down this thing 20 feet. If you guys hang onto a rope, I'll climb down. If there's a level down there.
I mean, do you have a winch and a pulley mechanism for the centaur? I'm just curious.
Well, I don't. He doesn't need to come for now. I just want to see if there's actually a way down
You
to
want to
that
leave
level.
someone
through
here
this.
alone?
I think you should do it, Beef. I mean,
Just to see. I mean, it's just to see if it's an option. I mean, it might just be a solid hole, and then we have no option to go to the troglodytes, right?
Could we have our artificer inspect the wood beams first?
How do they look?
How do they look?
you got an engineering lore feat or something?
Yeah, I was going to say it's.
I'm just curious.
She's a tinker. She's not an engineer.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
She's such a little tinker.
You tink. I'm smart. I know things.
Smarty.
Look, I'm gonna roll one too. Look at me. I'm smart. I know things.
Did it not roll? Hold on, it's not rolling on the public one, I don't think.
Darren, do there appear to be any kind of like handholds or? I mean, I can see like there's different things in this, but
It looks
Other
fine
than a
for me.
other than a big dark hole.
It is rough. So
Can a dexterous fella have a good chance of climbing down 20 feet without falling to his death?
Probably. So Nisha, as far as you can tell, these wooden beams and stuff, they're old, but they do appear to be pretty sturdy. Like very, very sturdy. And yes, that 11 was high enough to get an accurate result.
Okay.
I'm not pulling your leg.
I got a 17.
He thinks it would be fine for her. Like,
Well, she's the artificer.
she's also very small.
I'm smart.
So, Kairos, I would say that you would agree with her assessment.
Well,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I agree with her.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to check out the option, or do we just want to go kill some slimy troglodytes?
I say we check it out.
I think we should go and make sure that they're not hiding other elevator contraptions, because if there are more elevators, I'd really like to inspect one that doesn't have a flaming ball of death at the end of it.
I just want to say this, though. If you look at this map, there is a finished section that looks like it's had the hands of dwarfs, and then you have this rough section, which is where the troglodytes are. So it seems to me like we're in the mine area already. So I don't expect to find anything that the dwarfs constructed in the rough area. You know, you get what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe they just ran into a different part of what they constructed. I don't really know.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can do it. We
We
can do
have.
whatever.
I mean, we have over here this fallen, stuff. There might have been more dwarf area that we just can't get to because of this.
Maybe they had secret passages.
The other thing I would say is, if you look at this map, you've got 3 rooms with 3 beds in each, which means this is what, some kind of guard chamber or something or other. Plus, they've trapped this elevator, so it seems to me that elevator is important for them to guard. So it must be the way to the mines, based on that alone.
One would think that they would have a way of turning it off before they would use
Well, that's a good idea too.
Do you want me to go look again? I'll go look again.
Yeah, so how would they use it? Yeah, maybe we should go investigate it again and see if there was a button or something we missed.
You should start skipping that way.
I mean, obviously the dwarfs aren't going to burn themselves, so.
Well, maybe there's something in one of those bedrooms like that.
Should we each take a room and check the bedrooms to see if we missed something?
We can.
It's been a while. I don't remember who did what. I know we looked for treasure, but I don't know if we ever looked for like a button or something. Of course, the button could also be on the other end of that rubble too. Who knows?
Yeah.
It could be under that big dog body.
That's true too. All right, well, let's do that then, because that makes sense that there would be a way to shut that off.
Maybe there's a key. Did anyone check? There's a keyhole someplace. Maybe.
Okay, so I would like to remind you of one thing about that elevator, is there was something written in Dwarven in the elevator itself.
That nobody could read, right?
Correct.
Wait a second. Don't
So
I have?
who has a spell comprehend languages or something?
I have a spell. I have comprehend languages.
All right, let's do it then.
Well, look at that.
I
Speak
comprehend.
friend in it. Speak friend and enter, right? Something
Yeah.
like.
You do the dwarven pokey and you turn yourself around.
Okay, so you're casting comprehend languages?
Yes, I'm casting
Yes.
comprehend languages to comprehend the language.
Okay, in Dwarvish it says dragon.
There's a dragon down there.
Well,
Hey, guys! It says dragon.
That
I
seems
wonder-
ominous.
I wonder if that's what's flaming the elevator.
I mean, I feel like we're being dragoned around.
Did anybody detect magic to see if the trap's magic? Because I mean, what good would a password be unless it's magic? Maybe.
I have detect magic as a default as a
Yeah, but did we cast it on that thing at all?
I don't think we did.
Well, why don't you cast it and find out if it's magic? Because then maybe you just have to say dragon.
I'm gonna close my eyes and open them again. Do I detect magic?
You do detect a slight aura of magic.
Oh. On the words?
I wouldn't say it's on the words specifically, but it's definitely coming from the elevator here.
All right, Nisha, it's time to earn your pay. Get in there and say dragon, and then operate. the
Okay.
thing. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Dragon.
Now, are you saying
about to die?
question? Are you saying it in Dwarvish or are you saying it in Common?
Nisha doesn't know Dwarvish. They didn't tell her to say it that way.
I'm going
Okay.
to.
at this point, I've got to pull the DM thing here and ask you: are you sure you want to do this?
No.
Do it.
You always say no when the DM asks you that question.
Right? Are you sure?
Nobody has Dwarvish, huh? Let me check my thing and see if I have it. I don't know what
We're gonna
I
have a
Where
big
does, what does it tell you what your languages are?
Now, if you actually click on the button next to where the chat is, you could switch. You could see what the languages you have there.
I have Common, Halfling, and Primordial.
The button next.
Uh-oh,
to
she knows
I speak-
Primordial.
Draconic, but that doesn't work.
I have Elvish, Gnomish, and Halfling, so I guess that's the one I didn't pick was Dwarvish. Okay.
All I know is somebody better rip me out of here before I see dragon.
Well, we didn't close the door up or anything yet, but
Well, you know,
it sounds to me like Darren says this is not a good idea. So
Rosiki would grab it. Don't do that. And I reach in and grab her.
I don't suppose anybody has a fire resistant spell.
no, I have a grease. If I could grease you up, if you like.
Oh. I don't want to be a Roman candle. This is a Greece setting, not a Roman setting.
Technically, grease is not flammable. Unless you take a special feat, I think.
But the person under it is.
All right,
But
so
grease isn't.
we have a magical elevator. We have to say Dwarvish Dragon and Dwarvish, which nobody speaks.
Well,
wouldn't Kairos be able to say it since he's got comprehend languages?
I was just about to ask.
Comprehend it. He can't speak it.
You can't speak it.
Yeah, we gotta be
We
tongue.
might be stuck.
You know-
we better go find a dwarf.
I think we should just go get those troglodytes. Maybe we could find another way down.
I could just
All right.
hop in there and say
I guess that's as good as anything. We got to do something. And
I mean,
This
if
seems to be
there is a dragon, I could theoretically talk to the dragon.
We
I
haven't
if
checked under the dog yet.
yeah, but
If
Oh,
that's
look,
magical, can't we just try to make it not do the thing that causes
dispel-
the flaming
dispel
and the
magic?
burning?
maybe try dispel magic. Did anybody get one of those?
I have this. Wait. I don't have dispel magic. Okay. Well, I don't have dispel magic. I'm sorry.
Can you ruin those words? Maybe that'll mess with it or something.
No.
What if I say dragon in Dragonic?
You could try it.
I will say this. There's more than one way of disabling this.
I'll go look at this panel again.
Okay.
See what I can figure out.
Can you destroy the panel?
I was rolling so badly last time. If I recall correctly, it was not going well for me.
Find the big red button.
Okay, so
Alt
there was
smash
a
panel.
lever that activates it.
Yep.
In addition to that, there's the dragon heads, and the dragon heads have an opening
oil.
where the mouth is, which
Yeah.
is presumably, I think you guys already figured this out, where the oil is.
Yeah, and we've already
comes-
tried to plug it
comes
with
out
several different things, and nothing seems to work. So, what we do so far? We stuffed.
We could. Can she
We
hack
stuffed
the
a couple
panel?
different subjects. I
Well-
don't remember what we stuffed, but we stuffed different
Somebody-
things in there.
Shove some cloth and stuff in there.
Which
That we-
Can Nisha use some of her Tinker's tools to try and get in there and either like bend it or like close it off, or like
Yeah, but I tried to use scrap metal too, to like hammer scrap metal in there, and that didn't work either.
But bending a tube might work better if it's like a tube. If it's got other pieces that fixed it.
Yeah, but I had iron spikes, and I hammered iron spikes in there, and it still didn't work. So
Can I
I don't-
use can I use mold earth to move these rocks and get the
Which rocks? Oh, those rocks.
yeah?
You could, sure.
I use mold
All
earth
right.
to
Well, let's
shift
do
the
that
rocks
then.
around. I forgot I just took that. I guess I just got it. Mold earth. It's a cantrip too. Love it.
Okay. You start moving the rocks out of the way, and more rocks collapse in on top of the rocks that you moved.
I honestly thought I'd get the hang of this since I'm a rock nymph.
Right.
Even a couple attempts still won't work, right?
Yeah, it like I said, it fills in on top of whatever you move out. It's completely collapsed.
This Earth is too unstable. I think we should go down.
Who remembers what we used to block the holes? If we put cloth in there, cloth is just going to burn. So that's
We
not
used
going to work.
cloth.
Yeah, we used cloth.
What else did we use? I
The
thought
spikes?
I had iron spikes and I spiked everything, and that didn't work. So if metal's not going to stop fire, then I don't
What
know.
about what about cramming a bunch of rocks in there? Have we done that yet? I don't think we did, but I don't know that would make a difference.
Yeah, but if I recall, the spout is like really kind of.
Well,
we
could also, I don't know, cut the rope of the elevator as it goes down and just climb down the rope afterwards.
Hey,
Oh,
that's an idea. There. Assuming there's a rope, that's not some kind of gear mechanism like the dwarfs are.
I thought it was chains and gears.
Yeah.
I did not think it was rope.
all right. Well, a good elder.
Doors are closed.
Hey. Why?
Let's see if there's anything attached to the lever that might trigger the other thing.
Let's do this. Let's
We have to open the panel.
I don't think we know how it works. So do the doors that open to let you on the elevator are they separate from the actual elevator?
Yeah.
In other words, so could we pry those doors open and let the elevator go down and then just jump on top of it as it goes down? Of course, we wouldn't be able to get out.
Top.
Well, I mean, it must have something, right? Could we pry the doors open then? Let it go all the way down. Let it go all the way down. Right? Let it flame up or whatever it's going to do, and then after it does that, and it's down that level, we'll just climb down the chains.
Didn't that just fill stuff with smoke earlier?
Yeah, but we're going to be up here, so it'll have sprung its trap. It'll be down at the bottom. If you're saying it doesn't have a ceiling, but I don't.
I mean, we could just keep springing the trap until it maybe runs out of maybe oil or whatever is flammable.
Yeah, but Kairos had suggested that it might be, it might never run out, right?
It's possible. I mean,
and if it's magical, it might just be magical fire. So I don't really know. All I know is we can't spend 5 hours trying to figure out this elevator. So
I'd be happy to.
We've already slept on it.
I'd be happy to spend 5 hours trying to figure out this elevator. That sounds fantastic.
What do we have to lose by just sending it down on its own again, but keeping the doors pried open so we can see what happens ourselves?
We could always throw a bunch of rocks in there. Maybe it won't come back up, and we could just slide down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can jam it somehow. I bet you a tinker can figure out how to jam the gears, and we'll just go down that way.
I mean, if it's on chains, we could just.
Now, the only thing I can conceive that would screw that up is if it is actually a box, because then when it gets to the entrance down there, you're going to be stuck on the top of the box with nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
all right. Well, that's easy enough.
To open doors,
like it has.
Look up, Tisha. What's on the ceiling of this thing? Is there a ceiling? Is it also made of metal?
There is a ceiling.
Is there panels? Is it? I think the whole thing was made out of bronze or something, wasn't it? Metal. I know it's metal. I know that much, but I just don't remember what.
It is a metal cube crafted from bronze. So yes, you're right.
So, Nisha, is there any way? Is there like an access hatch or anything like that?
She starts.
I mean, surely if the dwarfs made this, they would have to be able to grease the chains and stuff. So there has to be access to the whole mechanism, right?
Maybe. She's gonna look around for something.
Yeah, see, I'll go in there with you. Just don't hit that lever.
I'll try not to.
What do you want? An investigation check or something for any kind of that thing?
What are you trying to figure out exactly?
I'm just trying to figure out if there's an access panel, maintenance panel, or something to get to the chain, so they can maintenance on the chains or something. I just want to know if there's a way to get out of the elevator from inside the elevator, other than the original doors, basically.
Give me an investigation check.
And what do these dragon heads look like, Darren?
Hey,
just dragon heads, just bronze.
Does it look like?
With
Does it look like something that could be bent or crushed to close them off? Or are they like sturdier metal than that?
Well, it's bronze, so
It's basically a hole in their mouth, isn't it? That's what you said last time. It's a
Yeah,
hole
yeah.
inside their mouth,
There's a hole inside the mouth, which is where the oil's coming from.
which is what. Well, wait a minute. Is
but
it
they
oil?
are made out of bronze. I mean, in theory, bronze is a fairly malleable metal.
I could just spray it with acid over and over and over again.
Well, let me try. I'm going to walk up to one and just basically try to crimp. Somehow.
Just gonna crimp it with a sledgehammer.
Give me a strength check.
Well, I'm gonna try doing it with my fist for my. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and you guys all see me kind of look around. I said, Nisha, don't get scared. And suddenly you see him start kind of shivering.
I'm gonna get
and
out
he
of there
starts
before my
growing,
ears
and he
ring.
grows to like large.
Why would I get scared?
Well,
So now she's
I've never done this before. It's the first time.
Ferran. Galen
Yeah.
yells to Ferran to watch the doors because this is going to be noisy.
You look about the same as always. A little taller, maybe.
Yeah, the only thing is now I'm about 10 feet tall. A
I'm
lot
going to watch
broader.
the doors and see if
Seems
this
the same
attracts
to
any
me, Nisha.
attention.
Thank you, Nisha. Thank you for accepting my new appearance.
You still look really big. You did
I
before,
feel
though,
better,
didn't you?
That's what. But I bet you that's what all the ladies say to him.
I don't understand.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna grab the first dragon
I know
head
you don't
and try to
understand.
bend it and crush it and do whatever
All
I
right,
can.
give me a strength
So-
check.
All right, so let me see. With my I'm using Giant's Might,
Advantage.
which basically makes me large. I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay.
Okay, so you
The
want me to do a
DC on
strength
this,
check?
just so you know, the DC on this check is a little on the high side.
Okay, that's understandable. I just figure it's something to try.
Mhm.
Let's
And I don't-
see. Go back to so just
Does
straight
anyone
up
have
strength.
Does anyone have guidance?
You know what? I might.
Well, what if Nisha does what she said and warms it up and make it a little, warm it up a little bit first and then hammer it?
Yeah, if somebody wants to help me.
I don't know if acid's going to warm it up. Anybody got some
don't
flame
know
or
if
something?
Acid works.
I will use
I have to
guidance
do-
on him before he attempts his feat of strength.
I have produced flame to help warm it up. I guess if that's what you want.
Okay, remind me real quick what guidance does.
get a D4 to add to it.
Huh.
What I do,
Okay.
whatever I roll.
All right.
I mean, in the real world,
All right. Okay. Well, anyone else gonna? All right. Well, he's not waiting. So
I think
Did it
there's a
roll?
reason why bronze dragons have acid breath weapons.
all right. So it's a
Okay.
21 plus.
Roll the D4 also.
Roll
not
the
done yet.
D4.
Trying to.
Okay, so that's 23.
So 23.
You needed an 18. So
There we go.
you're sitting here and you basically take it and crush it inward as hard as you can, and you hear the metal kind of whine a little bit. And as far as you can tell, that thing is it's choked off.
Does he have to do it on every? There's one on every wall, right?
There is.
There was
three.
two on every.
There was-
two on,
I thought
two
there
on
was-
every-
Yes, it is
So does he
engraved
have
into
the-
the walls.
Does he have to do the check again on the other two, or
Yes, yeah, you'll need to make that strength check again. On,
Okay.
I'll do
I have-
guidance again.
You can do
Okay.
it.
Nice.
That
Guidance
was very
again.
impressive.
That should be advantage. But let me go ahead. And,
All right.
I guess.
should be good enough anyway? So
Yep,
Yeah,
that'll
right.
do it.
All right. So do the second one. Just kind of reach over because I'm pretty big right now. Just see the other one at my left hand. So start crushing it.
Mhm.
And then the third one.
You can
Myself
get that
down.
one.
Guidance
too.
again.
I believe in you.
All right.
Oof.
Let's see. Hang on.
Down to the
that's 14 so far.
Yeah, let's see what that D4 does.
yeah, let's see if he gets a 4.
Oh,
I think you're
Right.
getting tired.
Right.
I think you're getting tired because it's not crushing like the other two did.
I got two of them, guys.
Hey, who's strong here? Maybe they could assist.
I'm very strong. I bet I could get it.
Okay, you do it.
I dropped my shoulders a little bit. I got 2 of them, guys.
I can
It'll
try.
last a minute.
You want me to
I'll
give
say
you a
this
little
has been
back
about a
rub,
minute.
Rosichi?
Start
I
shrinking down a
can
little
flex
bit.
my 9th strength if necessary.
Can I get guidance?
Yes.
And then I can try.
I can give you a back rub, Rosiki. If you know what I mean.
Oh, you saw that, right? It was a 19, and it rolled over.
That's a.
You almost had it.
And
I almost had it.
If someone assists, would they get like advantage then?
I believe
They
so.
work
Yeah.
together?
I mean,
Mhm.
Well,
Nisha
you know-
offered to help.
I'm not. I have no strength. So I'm not,
Ferran, why don't you just go in there and hammer it with your
Come on,
hammer?
you go do it.
Yeah, okay.
I would probably
Okay.
give you disadvantage if I helped. Yeah, why don't you give it a little kick with your hooves there?
I'm gonna try to hit it with the hammer and crush it if unless somebody objects, and I will.
Guidance yourself.
Can I use guidance for that?
You can guide
Sure.
yourself.
Sure.
You can do it. Everyone
Alright.
can do things.
So that's
You still
gonna be
gotta
an
give me a
attack,
strength
correct?
check.
A
No,
strength
strength
check.
check.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
If you went down, come on.
Yeah, the attack is assumed that you're going to hit because you're hitting a stationary object. So
All
it's
right.
just a question of whether or not you hit it with enough strength.
Gotcha. Okay. Here's the strength check, and then I will do the guidance.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh, come on. Roll a 4. Roll a 4.
it had to be an 18.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
Bam,
Okay.
baby.
There you go.
You
Nice.
pick your hammer and it crushes in like the other ones.
All right, we're in business.
Woo!
Should we test it
All right,
again?
all right,
All right.
yeah, go ahead, Niche.
Sure. Who's going in there to test?
Wait, did we
this
use-
time?
Hey, if they're all
used the
closed, I'll
rope
go in.
last time,
Screw it, let's
right?
go.
You
That's
know-
the only place the oil's going. Then how can it possibly get out?
It doesn't mean it's fully sealed.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will go
temperature-
in there because I'm pretty sure
I'm pretty
it's good.
confident they're closed.
However, if it's got a lever and it starts pouring oil in, can I just reverse the lever and come back up? Or is it
Maybe.
like
I think
all
you
or
had to
none?
jump
You
out
know-
last time.
I don't think that's how traps work normally.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna go in there and do it, but I'm gonna take the rope with me. And
If
I
you go
start-
in there, you
if
should
I
just
start
say dragon.
screaming, if I start screaming, I want you to pull me out of the rope.
Earlier we could
Rosicky grabs the rope. I'm ready. Go ahead.
remember last
Although-
time we used the rope to pull the lever without
Yeah.
anybody in there.
Mhm.
Well, let's do that then. I got enough rope. I'm
That's
sure
what I
somebody else has rope,
suggested.
right? Yeah, let's throw a rope. Let's do it with the rope then. See if
Okay.
we heard it last time, right? We
Okay,
heard the
so-
flame and all that.
So to make sure I understand what you're doing here, you're
Hmm.
putting the rope in the elevator. You're going to send the elevator down, and you're going to see if the rope burns or not.
Well, no. What we're doing is using the rope to pull the lever so that we don't have to guinea pig ourselves.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
So the rope's going to go down with it,
Mhm.
but we're just going to use it to. Now the problem
We're
is,
testing.
If we put a goat down there, we could get a roasted good goat if you wanted to as well.
I don't.
I mean,
You have a spare goat?
yeah, but the closest thing we have to that is like a
No,
man and
there
a
was
horseman.
there was the dogs or whatever that we killed.
I don't want to
earlier,
eat
right?
those.
You want to eat that
I-
rotten dog?
I don't
meat?
want to
don't
eat
think so.
that.
you guys are so discriminatory about.
But if the
Oh.
dog
Oh.
comes back burnt, then we know the fire's
Well,
stole.
And
Well, yeah, but we can hear the fire. Plus, the rope will be burnt. So
Well, I
kinda-
have this loaf of bread.
because we did it before.
It's kind of
I
turning
got
into a
baked
Schrodinger's cat situation here.
Yep. Pastries.
Got some
Send it
baked
down.
goods
Let's see what
before we
happens.
left town. I
Who
bought
is
a
this
lot
sh-
of them before the harpies, so it's a
Which
little
came
stale.
first, the oil or the fire?
All right, I'll tie the rope to it and send it down.
Nisha says
Okay.
there's a loaf of bread in it.
Who's
Okay.
this Schroeder guy?
I'm assuming you're keeping the doors pried just enough so the rope can go with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
we'll
back up.
listen at the door to see if we can hear
Yeah,
what we heard last time.
we don't need all of us to listen. I can just stay here in case of roaring flames.
I'll
Okay.
listen.
I'm over here. Good.
So you tie the rope off. You pull the lever.
Boom.
The thing goes down, and how many feet of rope do you have?
Don't ask
One
me
is
that.
only.
Oh.
Well,
Let's say I have 100 minus whatever got burnt last time. So 40. So I got 60 feet of rope.
Okay.
Because 40 burnt last time on two
It
different
reaches
attempts.
the end of the 60 feet, and then your rope disappears down into the elevator shaft.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well,
That's
that's
good.
good.
We
Though.
just go in.
No, that's good. That means it didn't burn.
Did it come back up?
Well, it's going to do it by itself. It resets. We just have to wait.
Yeah, you do hear like a little click down there, and the elevator comes back up.
All right. Let's go.
Is my loaf of bread okay?
So the rope is still in there, I take it?
The rope is still in there.
All right, then.
I will say this though: the dragon heads look as though they're a little warm. They're a little bit red.
Okay. All right.
All
So
right,
the
let's
fire
go.
got stopped. Let's go. It's time to go.
This could be a one-way trip, boys.
All right. So I'll tell you what. We'll wait an hour for them to cool. Let's let them. It doesn't cost us anything. Let them cool, and then we'll get in.
I mean, we could always, pee on them and then cool them down quicker.
Yeah, okay, get up there and do
We
that.
could go smash all those dog statues so they don't come to life, trying to tear us apart piece by piece.
I'm pretty sure. I thought we already did that. We broke them all. Yeah, we
smashed
get
them
all of them?
earlier.
Should we
I'm
smash
pretty
them
sure.
more for
Yeah,
safety?
we smashed them all. Yeah, but the cockatrices turn them to stone, so they're not going to not turn on to stone.
Yeah.
All right, let's go down.
So Roziki recalls being told about his destiny is to seek the forge in these mithril mines. So he tells everyone, I'm gonna go look for the forge. So if everyone wants to get on with me, I'm going. So he's reaching for the lever. So
Let's
yeah.
go.
Okay.
The
Well,
lever.
can we all fit? I mean,
I didn't know he was British.
Yeah, I'd say
Lever
you guys
keeper.
can all squeeze in.
The lever.
all right, as soon as everybody's on, I pull the lever.
Okay, you guys get in. You pull the lever. The door closes. Starts to go down.
Dragonheads come
let's see.
alive.
So, about 30 seconds in, you start to see the heads. They're starting to steam, and they're starting to glow like they were before, only brighter because it's active flame that's trying to make its way out of the mouths.
That's
But-
incredibly unsettling.
But they don't. They don't. About let's see, about a minute later, you reach the bottom, and the door is open.
Hey, new map.
New map.
new map.
So let me close
To the
this one.
Batcave.
Bring that
It's a
one up.
map. It's a map.
I don't know. It'd be funny if we could have just went down the troglodyte way and it would have been just worked.
Well, what'll be funny is if when we get down there, we find a way out and it ends up taking us up to the troglodyte cave.
That's what I'm expecting.
Oh,
I'm not actually. I'm pretty sure this map is. This is the finished part. So, unless there's more finished part that way, but
you mean finish the country or finish the?
no, I mean if you look at the stone and the everything's square angles versus the rough cave. This is obviously the mine. So
Well,
Definitely looks dwarven
yeah,
built.
but dwarven mines could go down.
well, they like to delve too deep, don't they? But and
Habitually.
obviously they woke on something because something made this big hole. But that's obviously the mine shaft. Why else would it have all these timbers?
Could be a massive underground temple.
Why do you keep speaking
However,
gibberish, Kuros?
If this is the forge, though, one would think there would be
Not maybe just because
a way for the smoke to get out, right?
So wait, can we? So we have to. We have to find the silver forge, claim the mighty weapon, and drink deep from the dragon horn.
Yeah, but we have to still find the dragon horn. What are you doing to my stuff, kitty? Did we ever look up? We looked down into that big hole. Did we ever look up to see if it's if it continues to go up through the mountain? What I assume is the mountain. Because maybe that's the smokestack, so to speak.
All right, I will quickly get out of this.
Apparently, we can't get out. Oh.
No, we can't get out.
No, there's no door.
Oh no, we're stuck. I knew this was a bad idea.
Great. You see, with you wedging the doors open, it's jammed closed now.
Quick, open them.
Centaur, kick the door down.
Oh, I can get out. What's the problem?
How'd you get out?
I busted free. I've got my ways.
Oh,
I'm a rogue.
Yeah, I'm a Swarlock.
All right, so let's not get too overzealous here. I'll peek around the corner before we just walk out to there.
Yeah.
Let's not get overzealous.
I'm gonna check my bootlaces here for a second.
I'm gonna go south. You go north.
Zealous is my middle name.
Let's not get too cocky.
Yeah.
Why are you all in such a hurry to go into danger? Take
why
your
they-
time.
We learned it from you, Cat.
There might be something
guess-
to that.
I guess that's
We
fair.
need to get into danger before she gets into it. That's the deal.
I don't think that's a good idea. You shouldn't copy me. I'm not a good role model.
Is this area well lit or anything like that?
You're a good role model. You're very nice.
I have dark vision, just so we know.
I have light cast on my hammer.
Yeah, it is dark.
Well, maybe douse that until we see what's around. So otherwise, it's going to give away our position.
You know, I got
Fairly
so
rapidly.
basically, you're looking at a room to the north. You're looking at a hallway to the west, and you're looking at a short hallway to the south, which opens up into a room.
All right.
That way.
Let's look down each way and see what we can see.
Let's go south first.
If there's a small room, let's do that first. I like dead ends first.
Your dead end is right here.
Okay. Oh, so that's south?
No. I'm
That's
just saying you'd clearly be able to see if that's a dead end from where you're at.
And how
I see.
far? I mean, I could see 60 feet, in the dark. So
Yeah.
What
north.
are these
What's in the north?
alcove-looking things?
They're alcove
It's
looking.
just this. It's just the stylized dwarf
Is it?
wall
Is it?
stuff, arches probably or something of that nature.
You obviously are not versed in the dwarven way. Neither am I.
I was going to
This is
say, I don't
highly-
think any of us are. So
Well,
I
I'm
don't
just
know
saying.
if that's good or bad. I don't.
I didn't say it was. I just said you're obviously not versed in the dwarven way.
Well,
From her
might be a
tinkerer
good
hat,
place
this looks
to
highly
trap.
inefficient.
Well, maybe those alcoves are for murder, thingies like
Oh
bow-
yeah.
arrows and
Now let's not get too technical. All right.
Yeah.
Let's send the Swarlock to investigate.
The dwarves are notorious for their murder thingies, but
so Nisha's gonna definitely look in one of them and check for like little arrow slots or something. Nervously.
so that's the dead end. What was the small room?
The stone
to the
leads
south?
back.
There's a large room to the south. There's a small room to the north.
All right, let's
Small
check out
room,
I
small
vote for the
room.
small room first, and then we'll go to the larger.
Okay.
Kitty.
All right. Give me 1 second here.
Ooh.
Armory. Woo!
This room is lined with iron racks for holding weapons and armor. Almost all the racks have been tipped over, and only the weapons and armor that remain are broken or corroded. Bones and refuse lay in piles in the corners of the room.
All right, so nothing to
Investigate the
see here. Is
bones.
that what you're saying?
Hey, look, there's
Are
a
the-
box. Is that box?
Are the bones dwarven though?
Yeah, what kind of bones?
Um,
I imagine we'd be able to tell if they're dwarf.
we'll go
bones.
with Dwarven.
Why would they be neatly piled in the corners like that? That seems odd.
Well,
Well, unless
when
somebody heaped the bodies there and then they just disintegrated and left a pile of bones.
or like
In the
like when you
corners?
eat, when you eat a chicken and you
Well,
you leave the bones on the side on your
Yeah,
plate.
that's my concern.
Maybe it was the poop corner, and that's all that's left is the bones. I don't know.
That's another one of my concerns.
Well, whatever did it, it's not here now. Look up on. I'm gonna look up. How far is the ceiling? Anything lurking up above us?
Well, if it was poop, it would be like there would be poop on there, wouldn't it?
Depends on how long ago it was poop.
Ceiling's about 12 feet up, and you don't see anything lurking up there.
All right.
Oh wait, we should probably search the room anyway. Just in case there might be something else.
Well,
okay.
I guess that depends.
What would you like to search in the room?
There's a box here. There's the racks of allegedly broken weapons and armor.
Yeah,
The bones.
Yeah, can we just
Or the bones even.
Can we just pick through the stuff just to see if there's something under something?
I'll use prestidigitation to shift things around. I'm not touching that stuff. You don't know what it's been.
Especially not if it was poop.
Exactly. Although I think it would smell more if it was poop.
Time out for a second. Did we have any lore about this place? Like, how long has it been lost?
Oh boy, I'll have to refresh my memory on this one.
I mean, is it like a decade ago, a century ago? Is it like a millennia ago?
I grew up in a cave. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's see. We do have a section here on
grew up in the
history.
woods.
I'm just gonna have to refresh my memory on this.
This memory refresher is brought to you by bones. They may or may not be in poop.
They may or may not have. They may or may not have been secreted at some point.
Okay.
Gosh, I sure hope not.
Here's what I can tell you. It's not specific, but it does say that it's been centuries since the forge was ruined.
So any kind of fecal matter would no longer be there.
Most likely not.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Something piled them up I bet you they just got bodies got piled up in a corner just to get them out of the way. And
but then that means someone piled them, and that's
like a
confusing
century
too.
ago. So what does it matter?
Yeah, it could have been illness. It could have been,
But look at there's a bunch of broken weapons. So there was a battle here at some point, and these were dead bodies, and somebody piled them up. I don't think it's a great mystery. It's just the way it is.
You're making me feel any
Cleric,
better.
why don't you throw a little blessing on those dead bodies, maybe, so they don't come back and kill us?
Unfortunately, the only thing I'd be able to do is if they were freshly dead.
Gentle repose.
What about like a ceremony spell? Don't you have a ceremony ritual?
Can you talk to them? I've seen
Hello,
people.
All right.
skeleton
Is anybody
bodies. We're
is
sorry
anybody
you're
going to
dead.
give me a perception check in this room?
I will.
Sure, I'll perceive. I'll
We should
I'll
definitely use
percept.
theory.
Okay.
How perceptive?
Perception. I will do that.
That
I got a
seems about
very
right.
good one. Oof.
We're doing great.
Hey,
Oh, somebody
Hey.
got a good one.
I got 19. I'm
have
not even that smart.
Kairos, you think that you see something that might be intact underneath one of the piles of bones.
Ooh,
Looks like metal.
I'm gonna press the digitation it out of there.
You're gonna what?
Okay.
Press the digitation it out of there.
Oh. What does that mean?
That means that you're gonna
Clean it
grab it with an invisible hand and pull it out.
Precisely. That's why I don't get bitten by snakes or other things.
Can a mage hand it?
Wouldn't that be magic hand?
Yeah,
Mage
mage.
hand.
Mage
Whatever.
hand?
All right. So what is it?
Okay.
What are we seeing?
You could still use prestidigitation to shift some stuff around too.
You pull out a metal. I believe it's pronounced Xiphos.
a Zephos.
Zephos?
Yes,
Zephos.
Is that the bent dagger?
it's a technically isn't that like a short sword?
It is a double-edged.
Sorry, I missed it. I had to let my cat out.
Yeah, it's a double-edged short sword.
Because
So
I know my Greek weaponry because I am. Guess what?
Greek.
Greek.
Very cool.
So why don't you detect magic on this thing? And if so,
Yes.
I'll use it. I have a short sword. I have that's my weapon.
Expecto Patronum.
Excuse me.
Let's see if it's magic.
Yes, I will check if it's magic.
Okay.
Detect magic.
It's magic.
Yes. Wow, look at me. I found a magic sword.
Can anybody identify it?
Well, you're already casting to identify on it, right?
Well, you
cast
detected magic, but that doesn't tell you what
that's
it is.
true.
It just tells
That's
it's
a good-
magic. You
that's
have to
I can
identify it.
identify it, but if I do that, we should sit and take some time.
All right, who wants the magic short sword?
Oh, you're under the impression that I'm gonna give it away to you. Oh, a little presumptuous, aren't you, little?
No, I said who wants it. I didn't say who gets it or that you had to give it. But something tells me you don't use a short sword. But
well, actually, I'm going to be taking a Pack the Blade, soon. But well, we just don't worry about that right now.
Back to the what?
Pack
All
the
right.
Blade.
What? What's that?
I am a Pack the Blade.
Anyway, we're gonna sit for 10 minutes while she identifies it.
Yeah, using the ritual, right?
Okay. 10 minutes later, you realize it's a +1.
Ooh.
It
Dun, dun,
stabs
dun.
better. And slash is good.
Great.
All right.
Well, if he gets an invitation to a formal dinner, he can bring somebody with him.
I don't understand.
Okay, Galen, you look anxious to head south.
He's
yeah,
sharp.
let's move along. Yep.
All right.
I'm not currently proficient in this type of weapon, so I'm going to. Who can use this weapon?
Well, that is my primary weapon is a short sword. So, but I generally prefer my bow, so I really don't care either way.
Okay, this room is dominated by a large circular vat of molten lava in the center. Something is swimming beneath the bubbling magma.
Oh no. No.
An ornate bronze sphere stands close to the lava pool. The sphere is supported by 4 legs and has a spout that faces toward the lava.
What is it?
In addition to that, there are 2 death dogs, which are hanging out by the bronze device. So give me a moment and I will add them quickly, or at least I'll try to do it quickly. Got the combat tracker there that we haven't actually done anything with yet.
So it has a spout?
I'm gonna get out of there.
This is gonna be great. Not at all horrifying. Oh, I'm so excited for danger.
Why is the item window not opening? There we go. Thank you. Zephos.
There we go. I was looking at the wrong thing. Here we go.
This is the same stats as a short sword, right?
Yes.
All right. Since no one's, I'm going to hold on to it for now.
Okay, we will. That didn't work. Okay, I did that wrong.
This combat prep, assumedly, is brought to you by that thing moving under lava. It's horrifying and will probably melt off our faces.
There's something moving under the lava? Did I miss that?
Yes.
Something swimming in there, he said.
Oh.
There is, and I will put that in there next. Give me just a moment here.
Not at all going to be a problem. We got this just fine.
Don't look, Marion. Close your eyes. Don't look at the arc.
Everything's going so well.
Ow, whistling bad hurt ears.
Run. But we're third level now. We can take it.
Right.
Yes.
We'll be with those skeletons in the other room. It'll be great. Friends.
Which one of you pooped out the bones? Bad dog. Bad dog.
You know, I took the demigod sorcerer thing, so now I get charisma as my my hit to hit and to damage now.
Nice.
For melee weapons.
I don't like it.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being cute and 10 being god awful ugly, that's about a 20.
Okay, so when you appear there in the doorway, the death dogs that are down there, they're just sitting there growling at you. They're not rushing to attack just yet. And whatever that thing is that's swimming in the lava pool, it seems to be staying in the lava pool for now.
All right.
Do they have a white flag of parlay? Anyone?
There's a what's that red thing that the death
bronze
dogs are
orb.
flanking? It's a bronze
It's that
orb.
orb with the
Can I
the
do like
spout.
can I do like a lore check to see if I recognize what that thing in the lava pool is?
Okay, so give me 1 second on that. So the red thing is a bronze sphere, which is supported by 4 legs and has a spout that faces toward the lava.
Oh, a sphere. I thought you said spear. That's why I didn't understand. Okay.
Okay, so as for doing a lore check, go ahead and give me a check.
Well, you don't need a lore check. Just mouse over it. It tells you it's a salamander.
History.
Wow, really?
Is that a dexterity check to move the mouse?
It's a tech check.
I'm not gonna metagame this shit like someone else does. So I'm gonna roll a lore check.
So
You're not gonna metagame it.
Spoiler alert, it's a salamander.
Hey guys, I think that's a salamander. They're really fire-like.
I've never seen one of those before.
So you say the dogs aren't making a move at all?
They're just sitting there growling at you.
And the other thing doesn't seem to want to isn't doing anything either.
Not at this point.
Is there? So it's not dark in there because I'm assuming there's a glow from the fire. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it like bright light or is it like shadowy light or?
I would say it's dim light.
I wonder if we can get the dogs to move past the other thing, if it will get them.
Seems to me that the dogs are like those things in Ghostbusters. They're guarding that sphere.
You said that the sphere is being held up by like 4 legs or something like that?
Yeah.
If I shoot one of the legs, will it unbalance the sphere and maybe possibly hurt one of the dogs?
We're going to lava.
Is this something you want to try to do?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else to see. I don't have ice spells.
Shoot the dog.
Before you guys do anything, let's see what. I'd like to check out this. Is there a passage to the south and then another passage to the southwest?
Does it talk? Do salamanders speak primordial?
That's a good question. I'll have to look that up.
I believe they do. I don't remember.
That's the.
Oh, I could talk to it.
Yeah.
Hey.
You didn't answer my question earlier.
Which question?
Nisha. I was talking.
He's
to her
just
in
too far away to talk. I'm just saying.
No, before I was talking to her in the elevator in primordial.
Didn't you call me a gnome?
Okay, so
what are you?
Do you want to test that theory and see if you can talk to the salamander in primordial?
Yes.
What
are you doing here?
Hey.
He's like, I'm just chilling.
It pokes its head up and it says something that is not. You can't understand it, at least not in primordial.
Like draconic? Someone else knows.
Is it a
I
is it a
I
Bithel or
understand.
giant?
I understand draconic. Is it not draconic either?
It's not. It's not a dragon.
Celestial.
It's just
Um,
probably just a
I
monstrosity.
think
isn't it?
it talks. I think it speaks in the elemental plane of air.
everybody, give me
Oh,
an
fire.
intelligence check.
I'm great at those.
Great.
But I already
so
did one.
smart.
I already identified it's the salamander. Should I know more?
Oh, I am pretty good at
What?
those, apparently.
An intelligence, you said? How do you do that?
Okay, Rosiki,
Intelligence.
you get the distinct impression that it's speaking Ignan.
Oh, nat 20, baby.
Ignan.
Oh, Galen, you're positive it's speaking Ignan.
It's speaking what?
Ignan.
Ignan.
Hmm.
So
I
it's
don't
just ignorant? Is
Oh.
that what ignorant?
Is my comprehend languages still functioning? I forgot. We cast that earlier. I'm not sure.
What's the duration on that?
That's a good question. Let us go back to the videotape. Actions, duration. What is it? Comprehend languages.
If it's an hour, maybe.
It's an hour. It's an hour.
Yes, it is still functioning.
Ah, so I can understand it then.
Okay, it is looking at you and says, is apparently speaking to you in a feminine voice and says, "It's been a long time since I've seen anybody down here."
Hmm. What do you?
Perhaps you can help me.
Perhaps we can.
Perhaps.
We can.
What do you need?
Can it understand him though? That's the question, because we don't actually.
Yeah, he can't talk.
He
to it.
can
He
use
only-
universal sign language.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I think you can understand what she's saying. I don't think you can talk back.
So,
That's right.
You can shake your head.
Help you.
well,
If
where-
you're telling us
where-
what she's saying, and I'll be saying we should help her.
so
Mike.
Kairos, why don't you move closer to it so you can talk to it instead of talking way back there?
Oh, but
And I'm gonna wink at you
I'll walk in there with you.
and tell you to go over that way and get its attention because I want to go somewhere else while it's not watching.
I'm like, yeah, I nod. It's like
What's in the floor?
Go to the
Galen,
go to the
what's-
other side so I can get around him and go check out that other path.
you
There
mean like
go.
the dead end area?
Yeah, go there. And then I'm gonna hide in shadows and try to slowly make my way
Wait.
around. Why
You
he's
know
got
You know why
Why
they
he's-
call those dead ends, right?
yeah, but down, I'm trying to get down south here, which it looks
What's-
like it's
This
not.
What's
is
in the
gonna
floor?
go horribly.
What are the three things stuck out of the hole or out of the floor?
I think that's holding up the pot or whatever it is.
No,
So it's
the
just-
thing's
Nah, that's a
holding
well
one.
of sorts.
Let's see.
Yeah, those things.
Who has comprehend languages? That
That's me.
Kairos does.
Is that-
Yeah.
who's that?
That's Kairos is me.
Oh, where?
George.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be walking with you.
Hold. Oh wait a minute.
Iris,
I
you should
have-
tell her we'll help her. Just shake your head to her. That means yes in most languages.
Yeah, I'm going to try different languages to see if she speaks maybe common as well. But
No luck on common.
Primordial? It
she
responded to primordial.
She continues on here. Okay, she says that
God damn it.
the bronze device has been configured to keep her from escaping by blasting the area with cold unless it's disabled. It was designed by the dwarves who originally built the forge.
Do you get the impression that
yeah, is she deceiving
this
us?
is trustworthy?
And she also says, "Oh, I don't. Apparently, you've already made it past the elevator, but I know the password to the elevator as well." And then she says it to you in Dwarven, and that translates to dragon.
Ah,
So she speaks Dwarven.
so I got the password. It looks like, and I'll recite it back for everyone else to know the exact way to enunciate the word.
For now.
I guess we can use the elevator without fear of it blowing up.
Yes.
I think if the dwarves have trapped her here, there's a reason why they did that. I don't.
Are
think
those
it's
her
wise.
dogs?
Don't be don't be racist because it's a salamander. Maybe they were using her as a heat as a source
For
of
the forge.
Well,
maybe
yeah. So
maybe
if we
the
let her
dwarves are
go,
maybe the dwarves are in the wrong here. Have you thought about that?
yeah, but but we need to use the forge. So if we let her go and the forge doesn't that dies, then we screwed ourselves. That's what I'm
But
saying.
if she's a prisoner, we should set her
If-
free. That's what a hero does.
So why do you
Maybe
have-
she'll help us since we'll help her. Are those her dogs? Nisha's like up around the corner still.
She says
Yeah,
no.
I'm
Those
gonna
are not
point-
my dogs.
Okay. So the
Should
dog.
we kill those?
I'll sign language like the killing the dogs kind of thing.
Point at the dogs and go across your neck.
Yeah, ask her what the dogs are for.
She says the dogs will attack anybody who touches the orb.
Excellent.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
So I'm
So,
going to continue
well,
to.
We don't need to do
Dirt
anything with the
control.
dogs right now. Then.
No, we can go peek down this and see where it goes.
I'm gonna give her like the whole like we'll
Too
be
close,
back
man.
type sign language like.
I don't think we
I'll
should
be-
make someone wait
I'll-
who's been
I'll
trapped.
be back. I don't think it's a good
Agreed.
idea to let her go yet. Anyway,
I don't exactly know if I can trust her. So either she may.
exactly. Let's explore the rest of this before we decide to let the fire go out of the forge.
But
It
it's
may not be the forge. I don't know what it is, but
But it's so
strikes me
rude.
that we're not Boy Scouts here. We're on a mission,
I don't
so
know
it's
what
not.
that is.
here's
Do
the
I
question.
wanna leave it there?
What's a Boy Scout? Is that a hero? I want to be a Boy Scout.
I do
trust me.
too.
Trust me, Dan. You're a Boy Scout.
Is that
All
like
right.
is that like a pedo thing or something?
Well, that means we need to help her.
That says you.
Now I have a
I'm
question
not
about
interested
a
in helping her.
I'm not either. It's a flame
Now-
salamander.
I don't know. Maybe she has.
I think we could help her possibly, but I think we need more information before we do that. She's been here for a couple centuries, Dan or Brusiki, so she's not going anywhere in another
She's been here
couple
that
hours.
long?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna
one
kind of
would assume.
I'm gonna kind of give her this sign that we're gonna try to. We're gonna look around, investigate, and we're gonna come back.
Before we go in there, though, we're gonna peek down this way. Is this just the wall? I can't tell if this
And
is
the
a wall or
dogs are just letting us walk by without anything, just as long
as we don't touch that sphere. Yeah.
I have a question
don't
about
know
a
that.
spell quickly. So, it says target a creature, but if I were to target, say, like a little thing holding a big bronze orb up with acid, would that count or no? It's not technically a creature.
Oh, now you're getting into game theory here a little bit.
I
you
mean,
know?
This is
do-
why I'm asking.
I love game theory questions. myself.
So
Theoretically,
if
you can
if
throw
I
acid or
were
something.
if I were a strict literalist with the rules, I would have to say that it can only target a creature.
Mhm.
However, given the fact that I'm old school and go back to 1984 with playing this stuff, I would say that unique and creative uses of spells are allowed.
Nisha
D&D,
cannot
and
in
that's
good conscience leave this thing in there, so she's gonna try and hit one of the legs on the thing to knock the bronze orb into the lava to melt it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going-
Do I have
I'm gonna
to save her when
stand-
the dogs attack?
So
She
you're not
communicates
actually
between that
you're not
and
actually
front.
touching the orb or the legs,
She's not
correct?
gonna actually touch the orb. She's doing it from like across the thing, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
Um, So what happens is the acid lands on the leg, and then it kind of rolls off and forms a pool around the bottom of the leg, and from there it doesn't really do anything.
I think it's magically protected. At least.
Yeah, well, it's either that or the acid's not strong enough to weaken it.
Hmm.
You're weak. Your bloodline's weak.
No. Make it
Don't
Galen will
you
yell-
insult
Galen
my
will yell to
father. Don't
Dark
ever do
Star.
that.
Bane, what do you see?
Thank God for the material properties of bronze. Woo!
Bane, what do you see that in your direction?
I don't know yet. I see a room full
Okay.
of
So let me tell you
tubs
what's
of
going
lava.
on in this room. This room appears to be a dead blast furnace. 4 large stone vats are lined up against the walls. Spouts extend from the walls over the top of the vats. At the center of the room, there's a 3-foot wide circular hole. In addition to that, there is a 2-headed hound in here.
Oh, Jesus.
And let me see if that's even in the DMG. It's going to really suck if it's not. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. That's no way. So
Interesting that the blast furnace would be dead.
This search by DM is brought to you by Progressive D&D. Check us out. I'll wait till after this is over.
It's
watching.
brought to you by the people for the ethical treatment of salamanders.
Yeah. And the Boy Scouts.
And their spokesman.
Maybe not.
We should. And Boy Scouts everywhere.
I don't know. The Boy Scout thing scares me a little bit.
Okay, I have ideas. Since
There's
the
only
last
one
one
scout
never-
in the room, and it's
Let's
not
do
a
it.
boy.
It's a Minotaur
He's
Scout.
trying to figure out my 2-headed hound first.
yeah, I am trying to figure that out because
Kitty.
Oh, the Death Dog 2 is an intuited hound.
that's true. This is not a death dog.
Uh-oh.
Cerberus has how many heads?
Try.
Good.
Maybe the salamander would help us.
Maybe you could help. They could relight the forge for us.
Exactly. We don't know if we need the salamander or not, or what will happen if we free the salamander.
I have an idea.
I'm pretty sure these dwarves were unethically enslaving a salamander.
I think so too.
Just because creatures are naturally evil doesn't mean that they're bad.
But who knows? Maybe thousands of years ago, the salamander killed a bunch of the dwarves, and the dwarves said, "Well, we have a creative way of imprisoning you."
Or who knows?
Yeah.
I think it's been forceful work for them.
Maybe it's the only reason salamanders are evil because the dwarves were hunting them down.
I don't think they're evil. I think it just doesn't want to be a slave stuck in a lava pit here.
Yeah,
It seems
this
like
is
a really
literally
unpleasant home because it
This
seems
is
like
literally
a
a
hole.
sweatshop.
A literal sweatshop.
I just
If there are no dwarves around, how is it even entrapped? Would be my question.
You know,
It's,
they
it's
said the
this-
bronze
it's an
thing.
orb. We need to get rid of this orb.
What,
So
like every day it cools the
Nisha's
the
gonna
lava?
set up her Eldritch cannon.
Oh, great.
wait. Can you not like react, like, or maybe think for a second, please?
I see something bad happening, and you're just letting it keep happening.
Nothing's happened yet.
I'm afraid something bad will happen when you do what you do.
Maybe.
I think you're.
Let's not go off half cocked.
Matthew needs back into StreamYard.
Okay. I have found the Cerberus in the book.
Oh,
I have not found the young Cerberus. And I'm not sure why that is.
Spoiler alert.
It's a Cerberus.
Cerberus is a Cerberus runt.
Yeah. It's a young one.
It is a young
Fine.
one.
Everything's fine.
Would that be considered the runt?
Okay, so if this is a baby Cerberus, that means there's an adult Cerberus around here somewhere.
Maybe. Was that the thing upstairs though?
Let's look. Oh, wait, I can't.
Give me one.
Yep, that's the thing upstairs.
Give me 1 second here.
I didn't realize Cerberus could be two-headed in this game.
Well, the junior, this is the baby. It hasn't grown the other head yet.
Seems I wonder how that works biologically. I mean, like, does a whole other skull and brain matter start to develop?
Okay.
Speaking of young Cerberus.
No kidding. So this is being quite unhelpful as far as helping me find the stats for the young Cerberus, so I'm going to go off in my own direction on this. And
I got the stats for the two-headed Cerberus on 5e tools.
What's that?
5e.tools has the stats for two-headed Cerberus, but I'm not sure if that's the young two-headed Cerberus or not.
Probably not the same one, because this has got anything in this book has to come from it has to come from the SRD, System Resource Document. So that precludes anything out of a D&D book other than the core 3 books. And that's why it's got its own set of monsters and et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, it wants a young Cerberus. Like I said, it's not being particularly helpful on that, so it's going to be a death dog.
There's apparently a Underworld Cerberus in the Theros campaign book, which I don't know if that helps. It's weird. Young Cerberus.
Maybe they're like Voltron, and they have to come together to form, the
3. Yeah. Maybe they absorb death dogs.
Does Galen need to be re-added to the stream?
I thought Darren booted him. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he sent a message, so.
Okay, I will be right back.
Oh no.
Oh no, a threat.
It's a promise.
I feel threatened.
On Reddit, somebody said they used Cerberus for this encounter. It didn't go well. That's funny.
Oh, it looks like Odyssey the Dragonlords got a dire bull. Not sure if I want to meet that.
Well, we killed a dire. What was that thing? Boar. That bad.
Some of us did.
Level 1. Yeah, some of us did.
If I reach 9th level, you can meet a dire bull. I'll be able to transform into one.
Oh. Will you charge for rides?
Nice.
Or
If you can hang on.
I'm not. Are you trying to? Are you making a pass at me? I'm not sure.
He looks at you very innocently, going, I don't pass what?
Okay.
Puff pass.
My answer is, but I got my answer now.
Yeah, 2-headed Cerberus.
The GM is rolling dice. I'm scared.
Oh.
This is gonna go so bad.
But it rolled the 3. He rolled the 3.
It hurts.
Nice puppy.
Yep.
Maybe it's a perception check.
So why can't we use the two-headed Cerberus again?
You're still muted, Darren. Make sure you let Galen back in too on StreamYard.
Oh, Galen's not in. Okay.
Yeah, he crashed. I tried sending messages. It was too subtle.
Crash burn.
Gotta save
Okay,
it.
now that you guys can actually hear me again, roll for initiative.
Okay, thanks.
Initiative.
We'll get there.
Oh no.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
It's from the Theros, it looks like. Anyway, what are we doing
I'm
again?
doing great.
Initiative.
Ooh, somebody got a nap.
Well, that's the thing. It can't actually be from Theros because Theros came out after this, I believe, and it's also not open content. So
we have to stay with open content, is what you're saying.
we have to stay with open
Oh my
content
God, a good
because
roll.
it's an open content adventure.
Understood.
And I also don't have Theros in Fantasy Grounds. So basically, I'm Jimmy rigging this thing. Hopefully it's good.
It's weird.
We'll let you know if we have a party wipe.
All right. So looks like Rosiki gets to go first.
So what do I see? I mean, obviously I don't see the one in that other room. Are the other two dogs doing anything?
Those two dogs are just hanging out where they're at.
Just don't touch the sphere.
Sorry.
Unless you can get the other dog to touch the sphere, then the dogs will fight.
Just throw a dog at it.
Yeah, like
Right.
If anything, I would say that Bane can take a free action or even a reaction to alert people that this thing looks hostile and it's going to start coming after you. If you'd like to.
There is a rather ugly-looking dog in this room, and it's attacking me.
Guys, it's about to chew my leg off.
I don't have any steak.
So, you think I could run away? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
All right.
Don't.
I'm gonna. I guess if I hear you yelling, that would distract me from what I was planning on doing. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna run into here.
Okay.
I'll protect you. I'm going to ready an action that if it basically attacks me, comes up to me in melee range, I'm gonna attack it. So.
Okay.
So that'll be the end of my turn for now.
Okay. The salamander is not going to go, so we'll skip that one. Bane, you're up.
All right.
And pick a square.
Huh.
I am not seeing the initiative tracker for some reason. What did I do wrong?
Click it on the right side on your little tabs. Click the combat tracker. It will pop up
2 swords.
way at the top.
Right under the word tools. The cross swords.
The first tool you see.
Well,
Got it. Thank you.
But if he looks from right to left, it's not the first tool.
Sure.
You know, he might follow Asian customs or something like that. You know, there's other cultures that do that, right to left instead of left to right.
Yes, I am aware.
Well,
Shalom.
just say.
Darren, before he goes, can I have actually 10 more feet of movement. I thought I was at 30, but 40. Can I move 2 more?
Sure.
Okay. I just don't want to block that in case people want to come in. So.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Bane.
I did it. I hexed it.
You hexed it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to need to be reminded of what that does.
Fortunately, it doesn't seem to have a good spell description here, so I will go into my PDF.
And isn't that a bonus action? Hex?
Hex. You place the curse on the creature. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Okay, so My
That's bonus
understanding,
action, right?
my understanding, based on the language of the spell, is that you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack.
Right.
That would be you
Correct.
yourself and not the entire party.
Right.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, you've hexed it.
I will stand here and ready in action. And when it comes into melee range.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
It's the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm going to ignore those death dogs for now. Galen, you're up.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oops, 30. I think I'll just launch an arrow at it right between those two guys. So
Okay.
I don't think it is here for fun. So, oh, where's my weapon here?
Sorry, I accidentally pushed something.
And I don't know if that'll hit. You can tell me.
Let's see.
Oh, and I guess I'll also use a. Never mind.
That's a hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to use one of my new features here for 3rd level. So I would bonus action. I would steady aim, which never mind. I can't do it. Like I've already moved. So I'll just shoot it. That hit. Let me just do the damage. Let's see where I can't remember how to do damage. Oh, here.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Total is 6.
Oh, and Darren, my hex also, I chose dexterity, so it has a disadvantage on dexterity checks.
Okay. All right. I'll remember that.
So it takes 6 damage from me. That's it, because I don't have any sneak attack or anything under these circumstances. So.
Okay. Ferran, you're up.
Alrighty, so yeah, we'll do it this way. Bless you.
Thanks.
5, 15, 20, 25, and I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
I want to have it appear right there.
Okay.
Why does it say 3D?
And it is going to attack the Death Dog.
This mini Cerberus.
And probably didn't do jack diddly squat, but you know.
Says it hit.
I believe that's going to be a hit.
Okay, cool. All right. And then we'll do damage.
Okay. Very good. I am looking to see if I can come up with some sort of a counter that I can use to mark that spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on my side, but maybe put just a hammer there from the items.
I'm looking for anything at all. Nope. No.
Spiritual Weapon Search is sponsored by Salamanders. They keep you warm at night.
We might end up having to actually put an animal token there because
Do it.
I have those.
Yeah, just put something there. No biggie.
That's where you wanted it, right?
No, the one to the left. There you go.
Okay.
And so that was 25 feet. I'm going to step here so that I'm not blocking anybody's way, and that will be my turn. Nisha.
Okay. So she's gonna do her movement. To around, there-ish. And then I assume it takes an action. It doesn't really say how long it takes you to do it.
What are you trying to do?
Create an Eldritch Cannon,
Oh,
but it doesn't. It says once you've created, you can't do so again until you finish a longer rest. But it doesn't really say how long it takes to. Oh, using an action. Okay, so it's just an action.
yeah.
So,
If it says as an action, then yeah, that's just an action.
Okay, so she wants to put it in this square one south of her, and it's gonna look like a teeny tiny version of the salamander.
Okay.
Like a little baby one. Because I can make it look however I want.
All right. It looks like I need to find some more assets here.
You can just use a TD salamander token.
I'll see what I can do. I've got to reopen the thing.
Darren's cussing us out right now. You know this, right?
Sorry. This is a new spell, a new thing I can do. So it's very fancy for me.
Would you settle for a snake?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. Now, which square do you want it in?
The one just south of Nisha. The cannon has an AC of 18.
Okay, hold on. Where the heck is Nisha?
She's right to the left of the salamander.
Pit.
Okay. Yep. Just okay. Is that where you wanted it?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, it's immune to poison and psychic damage. Okay, so stupid. It can. I'm good. It's a force ballista. So I want it to make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
At the giant bronze sphere.
Okay.
And on a hit, the thing will take 2d8 force damage.
Quick question: are you absolutely positive that you want to attack that sphere right now?
Should I go for the dogs first?
I'm not metagaming.
We're fighting the big dog.
Yeah, we're not even.
I mean, you are.
Oh,
Do
God.
what Nisha would do. Do what Nisha would do.
Yep, do what Nisha would do.
Like, how long
I'd be like, let's support
I think it
our.
lasts for an hour.
I'd be
I
like,
use my telepathic ability, and they say, "Do not attack dogs."
The salamander can't come out because she's trapped in there. The dogs aren't going to do anything unless you touch the sphere. So
I haven't touched it
but
at all.
Your what's the word I'm looking for? You
Actions.
Your actions, although you are not
They're
directly
dogs. Do
touching
they know
it,
that?
they might be
Nisha,
smarter
do-
than your average dog.
Do what Nisha would do. Let her do what Nisha would do.
but she did already throw acid at it, right? And they didn't attack her. So
Well,
They did it.
But
She
that's
threw it
because
at
didn't fall
the
down.
feet that are holding it up. She didn't actually throw it at the sphere itself.
oh, that's true too.
Like, can I have this?
Maybe
Eight
shoot
the
one of the
feet.
legs.
Yeah. Like, because I don't know if it will actually do enough damage to do anything. I have no idea.
I'm just gonna say to Nisha real
Let's
quickly,
do it.
let's focus on one enemy at a time, would we? Instead of creating new ones.
Do what Nisha would do. It's your character.
Galen is good. Glad he has his back to this whole thing.
It lasts.
Shoot,
for
none of us
an
know
hour.
what's happening.
Except
It's all
for
behind
me.
us.
You're exactly right. We're all,
All right,
focused
well,
down here.
Nisha, it sounds like you have you've decided to do this. So
She's not gonna do like she might wait.
Do it. Do it.
It's nice knowing y'all.
Hey, what was the ruler tool again? Gosh darn it.
Well,
Yeah,
on the
there
plus
it is.
side, if she does it, the dogs are going to attack her, not us. So
Oh yeah,
that's
sure.
her
Well,
plan.
technically,
That's her
this
plan.
thing
She's going to keep them
functions.
busy.
This thing functions as its own entity. It's got its own AC and HP,
All right, so
I
the
see. So
dogs
it's
are
a,
going to attack it.
it's
and
a
it looks like a
sacrificial
tiny
lamb.
salamander.
Oh, well.
All
So they can kill the thing that's casting it. They can. I don't know
No.
that they will.
That makes sense. It's its own entity. Yeah.
So
But what's
Okay, so
to what end though? What's the point?
So
You created
but
something,
the
they
the
destroyed
bottom
it.
line is you have said that you're doing this.
yeah.
Yes, she's
Yep.
doing
Let her
it.
do it.
But I'm
so-
standing next to her, so I'm gonna get repercussions.
So
Go ahead and make it. Cast your spell or make an attack against it. Whatever you got to do.
Some people learn slower than others. You never
My
stand
advice
near
to
your
approve
Kuros
it.
is
It's
never
to
stand-
get away.
You
Okay,
never
so-
stand near cat.
All I know is I'm trying not to die, and I'm a scaredy cat.
so
Or a scaredy.
Nisha.
okay, so nothing happens to the sphere itself, but now that it's been touched, those death dogs are looking pretty hostile.
Would have been
And-
an
Did she
idiot.
actually hit it?
They're probably going
No.
to attack. They're probably
It would've
going to
been an
attack
idiot.
you on its turn. On their turn.
Okay.
Now is that the end of your turn?
She's just gonna say in primordial, "I'm gonna try to help you."
You speak
That's
She's like,
primordial
I
too?
only speak Ignan.
I thought England was a dialect of primordial.
It is. So it might be able to understand me. It might not. I don't
Part of
know.
It's like like an Italian talking to a Frenchman or
Yeah.
a Spanish. There's some similarities.
Okay, Kairos.
Kairos, what are you doing?
I look. Well, first of all, I look at her in utter shock and disbelief at her, just.
That's fair.
And I'm like, well, now, I'm afraid those dogs are going to attack us, but at the same time, they haven't shown any action. I'm going to distance myself from her. 1, 2, 3.
Disengage. Disengage.
It hasn't attacked me as I'm walking by, right?
The dog?
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's going to attack you once you leave its threatened square.
Well, that's what I was asking. Is it look like it's?
But how would you know?
Wait.
Get
how would
behind
I-
her. Yes.
How would I know? It's like that's the well, that's the question. It's like if it looks like it's gonna attack me, then I'm not gonna move past it. So,
It's looking very. They're looking very hostile right now.
yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna back up, and then I'm going to cast grease on them on the floor underneath them.
Okay. How much area does that affect?
Let us take a gander at that again.
I think it's 15
Can you,
foot
can you
radius.
bring
or
us some
10.
grease, Darren, and put it on the floor?
10-foot square centered on the point within range, and it turns into difficult terrain for the duration.
Okay.
So 10-foot square.
So maybe
Should I
these
really-
4 that it's the one is just in,
Yeah.
like in front of the missile.
I can't find the ruler tool. I'm just having like a I don't know, a senior moment, I guess.
Well, a 10-foot square would be 2 squares in every direction from where you put it.
Okay. So yeah, again, it'll be I'm gonna try to put it like right. Oh shoot. I can't ping automatically with this. I'm gonna put it right there, I guess.
I'm seeing 2 different pings going
Well,
on here.
I'm green, and somebody's pinging in red, trying to lure me into putting it where they want me to put it. But I'm guessing that I was gonna put it there, so this way both dogs are kind of like
Have
Okay.
obstacles.
have obstacles of some sort.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you put it there. It's basically going to fill. Yeah. Okay.
Remember, it's not flammable technically, so
Right. It's going to fill a 10-foot area. Oh, okay. I gotcha.
yes. And
Is
then
that your turn?
let's see. Well, yeah, I'm not moving. Do I have a bonus? What are my bonus actions? I wish this app actually showed your bonus actions, like a bee or something. So I can't. I gotta remember what's my bonus action.
Well,
I can't cast an Eldritch Blast on my bonus action. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
So I will hit the arrow and Death Dog 3, who's wounded.
Okay.
Anyone
All
remember
right.
how to get the ruler going? Because I was just trying to measure something before earlier.
I'm trying to figure it out.
It's one of those icons, isn't it?
I thought so. I'm just having, like I said.
I don't see it, so it's weird.
Okay. The young Cerberus is going to run up to here and attack Bane. Let's see here.
So now I get my reaction first?
Yes.
All right, so
now I've got to take this and move it back up to you on the combat tracker.
You okay there?
Okay. So Bane, go ahead and take your reaction there.
where did it go? Action scroll. Oh, it looks like a hit.
That'll hit.
And then, oops, no, I don't want that again. I need the D8. There's the D8.
No. Sorry.
There we go.
You're being silly.
6, 9. And then it did not do the necrotic. There's supposed to be another D6 necrotic.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that and I'll add it in.
Boom.
Nice.
All right.
Necrosis.
Okay.
As you see, it healed from the necrosis attack.
And that was as much as you can really do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it gets to go. Okay, so it's going to attempt to attack you.
Oh, good thing it was not a 20.
And it's going to miss that one. It's going to try again.
Go.
That's a little bit more of a hit. Okay, so okay, so 3 plus.
Wait, plus? Oh,
That's
what?
11.
Wait, how many dice?
Well, it's probably a bite damage, pierce damage, and it probably has some kind of something added to it, like acid or disease or something like that.
13.
I don't know what the third one is.
13 piercing.
Now,
Ow.
did anybody else notice with the? Is this an update? The H and the M, and then the little red star on the sword. That wasn't always there before, was it? I don't remember that before.
Mhm.
Is that a part of the update? You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, the
In the-
little red
For the
star
hit
on the
and
sword.
Yeah, because it hit. I don't remember that being there before. I don't remember the H and the M either.
I don't recall that being there either.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, in
the
the
chat.
log or whatever, there's some added.
Graphics.
You know how we always like, well, I don't know
Oh, I
if it
see.
hit or so there seems to be some added little iconery
Tokens.
there.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Cool. I think the idea is to make it easier to tell if you have hit or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's its turn. And we move back to Rasiki.
Rosika.
Alright, move up to it. As I'm moving up to it, swinging down my axe. Yes,
That'll hit.
17 to hit. Oops. Or something.
So 3 damage, it looks like.
6 damage.
6. Okay. Yep, you're right.
That's all I'm gonna do right now. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Well, hang on a second. How's it looking? Does it look pretty injured or?
Not
bloodied,
too
even not too bad yet. All right,
not too bad
yeah.
yet.
Then
I look
Yep.
pretty bad.
Okay, is
all right.
that the end of your turn?
Yeah, into my turn.
Okay, Salamander's not going to be able to do anything. Bane, you're up.
All right. How does it's interesting. My I don't see Divine Smite. I don't know how that's gonna work. All right. Well, I'm gonna attack it and if I hit this time, I don't think I hit.
That's a miss.
It's a miss. I guess I'll just stay there and take the punishment that's coming.
Okay.
I
Is that
should
the
have
end of your turn?
smited it before. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on to the Death Dogs. Death Dog 1.
Did it make its saving throw for the grease?
Let's go ahead and do that. Give me 1 second here. Dex save, I take it?
Yeah, it looks like DC 13 deck save.
Okay. It makes it.
All right. Well,
Now, does my cannon take up that spot or does it not?
Should.
It's a cannon, so it's not a living object, correct?
It has an AC and hit points.
Has an AC and hit points.
Um,
I'm gonna say that yes, it does take up that spot. Is it able to do?
I can move it as a bonus action. It seems a little bit like, and I can make it like, if I gave it legs because it looks like a salamander, so it could move 15 feet around. So it kind of functions like a creature, it seems like.
Okay. Okay, so the question I was wondering is if it's capable of doing opportunity attacks, and
that I don't think it is, because I would use my bonus actions to control it, so it doesn't function on its own.
Okay. So what the Death Dog is going to do is it's going to go up to here, and it's going to make a bite attack against you.
Okay.
Looks like that'll be a miss.
Yeah.
And let's see how many attacks Death Dogs get. 2 bites. Okay, so it's going to make another attack against you.
Which one of you guys is snoring?
I was wondering that myself. That's going to be a hit.
Sleeping.
That's gonna hit. Yeah.
I'm not asleep. Leaning back in my chair, yes, but I'm definitely not asleep.
Okay.
Oh, so I wanted some deep snoring going there.
Yeah.
7 points against you. Now this one is going to move. Let's actually go to its turn here. Okay, so 5, 10. It's going to make it save, or at least attempt to. Looks like it does not make it save. What happens on grease if you don't make a save?
Does it slide into lava? Because that'd be great.
That would be awesome.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
That would be great. That would be very convenient.
I'm going to say no because there's that
Lip.
That's raised.
Bummer.
Is it okay? So if it fails its save on grease, does that mean that it's difficult terrain moving through here, or does something else just like fall down?
It's difficult to. Let's see. If it fails, it makes it's prone. It looks like. Let me see if I can just pull it back up for you.
Makes sense. Slips and falls. Makes sense.
Yeah. Can I? How do I? Oh, I'll put the chat.
There you go. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay.
I forgot.
Let's see. Covers. Okay. Grease appears. Each creature standing in its area must succeed on. Okay. Creature that enters the area and ends its turn there must also succeed on deck save or fall. Okay, but it's not trying to end its turn there. Okay, so it's going to fall prone because it failed its save.
Yeah. Because creature that enters a turn or ends a turn enters the area or ends its turn there must make a saving throw. So.
Okay, so it's already prone, and it's going to end its turn there. So I guess next round it'll have an opportunity to stand up and try to move.
Yeah, I'll have to make another saving throw.
Okay, so it's been sidelined for this round. Okay, Galen, you're up.
All right, so Galen is going to. Well, this is interesting, though, isn't it? Let's see. We got two people on it, so I guess I could hear this going on behind me. Yes.
Yes.
So, and I would say it doesn't take any kind of action to turn my head to see what's going on behind me. Is that also acceptable?
Yes.
So I think I will, since we have three guys on that death dog and keeping him or whatever that thing is down there, I think I will whip around, and I'm going to steady aim instead of move, which gives me advantage on my attack roll. And since that thing is next to Nisha, I should also get my sneak attack. So I'm going to attempt. I don't know if this is going to do it or not, but let's find out. Oh, it sure did, and wow, that's nice. That's a critical hit. That's a critical hit, which
better than the critical failure.
How do I can I make that automatic, or do I just do it twice? Is there a button to press to make the?
Okay, so
this is going to be big.
Okay, so it's a critical hit. You obviously drop the dice on the creature in order to get the critical hit, which means it should calculate that automatically.
All right, so I'm doing sneak attack 2. So I'm going to drop this, which is the 3d6, but I don't know if it's going to double it or not. So I don't know what it's. So that's. Did it do it?
Nope.
So that was 1. So
you do it again.
I gotta do it again, but then you gotta take the 3 off. I don't know how to do that, but I'll do it again.
You'll just click the dice.
And I don't know why it's.
Whoa!
That time.
That time I didn't do it on the creature. That time I just did it in the thing. So it looks like that 3d6
It would have had 9 more damage.
But why did
if you're counting from the.
But why did it do that?
Okay, so bottom line is it should be 24 instead of 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So. I mean, that just rolled it correctly, so it's. 15. I mean, the roll wasn't as good, but anyway, it did. It did
a lot of damage. Very good.
Did know what it needed to do. All right, so I'm done. And next actor.
Okay, Ferran, you're up.
Okay, so.
I'm just saying I'm wounded. That's all I'm saying. That's a big chunk of my arm missing.
It's only a flesh wound. Quit whining.
I'd just like to point something out. I thought that a couple of you at least learned your lesson from the other game. What happens when you split the party? just throwing that out there.
Well,
we're not technically split though. We're
doing fine. This is fine.
Technically, it seems to be there's a troublemaker in our midst.
I'm trying to save lives.
Sacrifice to the
that
salamander.
Dog took 24, and what did it do to him? Oh, he's heavy damage.
So 2 questions for you, Darren.
Sure.
If I move my spiritual weapon to here, would it get flanking because of Bane being right there?
Do spiritual weapons get flanking? That is.
I don't know. I've had some DMs say yeah. I've had some say nay. So,
well, is it a visible thing? Or is
it is visible.
Well, then I don't. Yeah, I would say yeah. I mean, it's. But that does sound like a DM call.
Yeah. Either way, I'm not going to be mad at him.
I would say if it's something that was going to distract, and I would say a weapon that's going to smack you out of nowhere, that would distract. That would.
I think the thing that people get into though is it can't act on its own since it's a bonus action. I would say the weapon probably wouldn't, but a person on the opposite side probably would.
Yeah, might be a good place for someone else to stand.
But that's me. Darren might have very different opinions.
It appears this is a well-argued question, and I'm trying to figure out what the correct answer is.
I will say this, the last time I emailed Jeremy Crawford about that,
Mhm.
I did not get a straight answer from him, and that was years ago. So
Also,
Okay.
prepare yourself. The questions will continue on my turn.
Okay, so I'm going to make a call on this one, and I'm going to say that yes, you do get flanking.
okay. So because the attack the attack that it makes is a bonus action, let's go ahead and resolve that, and then I will do my action. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. So that will be with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll
That's a
take
hit.
that. And
Wait.
Hey,
So
it all adds up, man.
right, a hit's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an
So-
interesting thought on the spiritual weapons. So, spiritual weapons cannot give other creatures flanking bonuses. However, other allies that are engaged with the creature will give the caster manipulating the spiritual weapon flanking bonus.
And where are you reading that from?
It's WikiHow spiritual weapon.
See, based on the search I just did, and I went to D&D Beyond, it looked like there was no consensus and arguments back and forth. So I figured that being the case, we'll just we'll just go with the rules saying that
He's
you get
throwing us the bone because I might have messed up a little.
I also, you'll have to put it in manually. I healed Bane. Yeah, sorry. I healed Bane for 9 hit points.
Okay.
It showed up, but for whatever reason, it didn't. Maybe I didn't have it sitting on him right.
Okay, Bane, you're feeling a lot healthier all of a sudden.
Sweet. I might survive.
And click the down arrow. That is my turn.
Okay, Nisha, you're up.
Okay, so I have a technical question too.
Okay.
It's a bonus action to use my ballista to make a ranged spell attack originating from it.
Mm-hmm.
It is right next to the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be a disadvantage or not because it's a cannon?
Interesting.
I mean, if you're in front of a cannon, it's probably gonna hit you.
I mean,
but
realistically, it should have
ranged
advantage,
attack.
shouldn't it?
Right? I think it would.
I think you should. I mean, is it slipped on the no? This one's not slipped on the grease, is it?
I can
This one did
no.
not.
This is the one that's right next to the lava pit, and there's a very specific reason why I'm going for that one. Partially because it's right in my face, and I don't like it. But yeah, it says make a ranged spell attack originating from the cannon at one creature or object within 120 feet of it.
Mm-hmm.
On a hit, the target takes 2d8 force damage, and if the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon.
Okay, so the question at stake is: does this count as a ranged attack, which would
give disadvantage?
And I'm going to say yes, it does.
Okay. So there will be a plus to this. It just won't
That'll-
auto do because I'm
That'll
rolling.
just make it that much more epic when you
Nice.
push the thing into the lava.
It's not gonna go. I'm gonna miss.
Oh,
That might.
before it goes
Now
away.
it is an 11,
Oh.
but it is a plus 4.
There you go.
There it
Oh,
is.
So
it's a
it's
plus 4.
15 to hit because it's my spell attack. So it has a plus 4 from my spell attack.
Okay.
But I'm just rolling base dice because it doesn't have it. It's not set up to roll. My
Okay,
spell.
so we're gonna say that's a hit.
Okay.
Salamander's gonna get a snack.
So
Nice.
they're gonna be 2d8. So here's one.
Nice.
Nice.
Two,
Come on, come on.
Yeah,
and it's
another
pushed
good.
5 feet into lava.
Burn,
Okay.
baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
Okay, so the next question is
He's already isn't that the damage one anyway? So he's heavily damaged. So most likely, with how much did 13 points of damage do to the heavily damaged death dog?
it's in pretty bad shape to begin with.
And it's in a hole with a salamander that knows I'm trying to help it.
Nom 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 nom. Death dog crunchies.
I'm not sure that I trust the
Lava damage is 20 d10 fire damage every round. Half to
Whoa!
20 d10.
Dear God.
Jesus.
So that means that averages to 10 d10, which averages out to 100. And I am not going to roll that many dice. That dog is dead.
What? That would be fun.
Nice.
Nisha just kind of pats her little cannon. And then she backs away. Do it against him.
Somebody wanted to roll it.
57 damage.
Let's see. So she's gonna go
It's like a mic drop.
about over here. And that was just her bonus action.
Okay.
So now she's
Well, damn, Nisha, if I knew you were going to kill it that way, I wouldn't have wasted my shot on it. I would have shot the other one.
so now she's gonna throw an acid splash as her action at this other one.
Okay.
And it should just roll the save. Let me try and get it to...
See, we think she's crazy, but secretly, I think she's just trying to show off.
Yeah.
I
So
think
it
she's
That's a
fails its save so
Fails
that
its
it
save.
takes 5 acid
5
damage.
damage. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn. Let me click my little button.
All right. Kairos, you're up.
well. It's that other death dog is still prone, right?
Yes,
Yep.
for
could
now.
be.
Yes, for now. Well, we might as well take advantage and attack it.
Well, you'll be disadvantaged at a distance.
When-
If you run up to it.
Not with an Eldritch Blast, I'm not.
Yeah, just
Range.
Yeah, it's a ranged attack, right?
Correct.
No, the one that was too close is dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The
I
one
got
that's
50.
prone would be disadvantage with a ranged attack.
Oh, right.
I would have disadvantage with the range attack.
From ranged. If
Yeah.
something is prone, you get disadvantage on ranged, but
Really?
advantage on melee.
Oh, I did not realize that. Well, then I'm going to.
Attack normally.
Yeah, I'm going to attack normally. Give me a second. I will walk up to it, and I will
try out
stab
your
it.
new short sword.
Zyphos?
Yeah, I'll try out
All
my
right.
new.
Pick a
I
square.
hate to be that guy. I hate to be that guy, but did you walk into the grease?
No, I,
So, yes, you did actually.
I did. Oh,
Well, hold on. You haven't yet
Sorry.
picked the square. You're in between two squares.
am I? Oh, well, that's weird. No, I'm right here.
Okay, so
so
you're
I'm at
not.
the edge. Yeah, I'm at the edge of the grease.
Okay, so you can still get him because of the diagonal. Gotcha. Okay.
Good choice. Good choice.
Good
Dex
call.
check since you're balancing on the on the edge.
Chat check out there.
20 d10.
Just
Yeah, I'm
shove
not
it into
gonna
the
use Jeopardy.
fire. It helps. Lava.
There's a 15 hit.
Yeah. You have
Yes.
advantage.
Oh yeah, I got
Crit fish.
advantage. Let me roll a second dice and just see if I get critical.
The crit.
Eh,
That's
not this time.
that's a no.
Well, you could always hope. 9 damage.
Okay.
And I can't. I'm gonna get a second attack with my dagger.
Action.
With my offhand, and there he.
Disengage grapple.
Advantage.
Yes, let me click on the advantage. I just did it.
Shove, grapple, help, hide, improvise, ready, search, shove.
And that is a hit. For 5 damage.
Not bad, brother.
Not bad. If I move, continue my movement action, and step away, will it actually? Does he get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
But it's prone.
But if it's prone, it would be at disadvantage, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Correct.
I'm gonna step back and let.
All right. He's going to take his. Attack with disadvantage. Questions: how the heck do I do disadvantage on that roll?
It's right on the bottom, but there's
Bottom left.
Yeah, bottom left. There's the
You just
modifier.
click the disadvantage button.
The dis button.
Dis.
Drop and
We're
drop a dis
dissing
track.
you.
You die, you dis.
Looks like that's a hit.
Really?
What?
10?
Really?
14? Why
14.
piss
Plus
drop?
4.
Is my AC
What's
that
your-
low? Yep, my
Right.
AC's 14. He just hit it.
That's happened to me with the other one. It just met my AC.
Wow.
It also says partially absorbed. So much. What does that mean?
Because I have 2
Immunity
temporary hit
to-
points for.
I see. Like
Figure
Okay.
it's
Is that the end of your turn?
That would be the end of my turn. Yes, I get an every morning. I get a temporary hit point equal to my warlock level.
Now it's not Galen's turn because you had to hop up to roll the death dog, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, it's the Death Dog 3's turn.
Did I not hit end turn?
Okay. It is going to attack Rasiki. Attack number 1 is looking like a miss. Attack number 2
Are you sure?
is looking like a hit. Okay, so 3d10.
It's left head dominant.
I'm sorry. That was funny.
I wonder, is there a way to automate the 3d10 so I don't have to throw the die 3 times?
You right click it.
Yeah, right click it and then select 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There is there.
There we go.
Crazy talk.
Whoa.
So Darren, hang on, Darren. As that
Yes.
happens, you see one of the runes on that Raziki's been carving into his armor start to
Mhm.
glow, and I'm
Okay.
using a cloud rune, and that is when you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll. You can use your reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker within 30 feet of you to become the target of the attack instead with the same roll. So I am.
Okay.
My rune flashes and the attack goes against Death Dog 1.
Wow. Okay.
That's cool.
But how
Wow.
can he? How can that? He's not anywhere near it though.
Yeah, then
30
not.
know.
feet.
That's
Well,
my
how can
rune.
15, 20, 25.
Yeah, does the rune give you a range?
It's within 30 feet, so that he's right at that edge of 30 feet.
So how does that
Okay.
work though? He's got to
magic.
run over. He's got to run over to him. Oh, it's
No.
magic.
Magic. Yep.
All right.
It's like
Yeah,
You want me to read the rune again to you? Just so
that
you
would
know.
be 30
I
feet exactly.
trust that you know what you're talking about. Okay, so 24. Add that to 19. So that would be 43,
Why 19? Oh,
because that's the damage it had already taken.
$3. Okay.
And that kills it.
all right. Sweet.
Wow.
All kinds of interesting tricks at 3rd level for us. Apparently.
How many? And what's the limitation on that?
Once. I get it once per short rest. So
Okay, I gotcha. Okay,
That's pretty powerful, though.
so that was its attacks. It's somewhat disappointed now, and we move on to Rasiki.
And Riziki just stares him down.
Oh, actually,
And,
one
oh.
question about that. That was 24 points of damage. I'm not seeing it. Okay, so it looks like it didn't automatically take. I just wanted to make sure you're not sitting here with extra damage on you. So,
What?
Yeah, no, I'm still full hit points.
okay. All right, Rasiki, you're up.
Okay, and that damn magic thing is flanking, right? All right, so I can't flank. All right, then I will just attack. Yes.
Nice, man. This is your round.
Who needs
boy.
flanking, bro? Who
Who
needs
needs
flanking?
flanking?
Nice. So
We don't need no stinky
double
flanking.
that, right? Or was that doubled? Okay.
That was double. I will then action surge and attack again.
Okay. That's a
Ooh.
hit.
20. Oh, I just grabbed my map instead of my character.
Nice.
For more damage. Right. Having bonus actions.
Still alive.
Action. Okay, I don't need to do that. All right, that will end my turn.
Okay. All right. Salamander's still not doing anything. Bane, you're up.
All right. No.
Yeah, that's a miss.
I will move over here.
Okay. All right, Galen, looks like it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'll do the same thing I did before,
Nice.
which is bonus action to get advantage, and that'll definitely hit.
Mhm.
And that would be a sneak attack because they've got somebody next to it. So we'll do 17 to him.
Very nice.
17.
Okay. Did you drop the 17 on him?
I did not because it doesn't seem to work when I do it on him. So I just do it in
Okay.
the.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we're not doubling the damage here. Okay. By the way, he's looking pretty bloody.
Right.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep. Ron can finish him off then.
All right, Ferran.
All right. Stepping here, I'm going to do the spiritual weapons attack first.
Okay.
Let me select. You said it does have advantage, right?
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I'll just do it twice, just in case.
Yeah, crit fish.
Crit fish.
We'll take that 19.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that's twice in a row, man. That's some BS. All right, so
Rosiki got all your mojo.
yeah, right. That was the bonus action, though. So whatever. So Farron does not have advantage himself, though. Correct?
I thought you did.
The spiritual weapon. did.
Oh, right. But I thought he decided.
No,
that...
I said yes. I said
Oh,
yes.
okay. Well, in that case, Hulk smash.
That's always the goal.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Yep.
That's gotta finish that guy off. Unless you roll another one, which I would laugh.
Add 1 point to whatever the damage is because I grabbed the wrong Warhammer, so that actually would have been 1 point higher anyway. But that was my fault. So that'll be 7 points, not 6.
Okay. No, it's still up. Hey, by the way, my reasoning here on why you're getting advantage with the spiritual weapon,
Yes, sir.
is because of the fact that the reason you're getting advantage in the first place is because its attention is divided between foes on opposite sides. It's still being attacked whether there's somebody holding that weapon or not. So to me, it makes the most sense that you would still get the advantage because it's still dividing its attention between attacks
Two
on both
attackers.
sides.
Yeah, it's off guard. Essentially.
That's my logic that I use when I'm playing also, but I don't get upset if a DM decides otherwise.
Right.
So that will be it for me, and I will pass my turn to Nisha.
All right.
Everything's going so well.
Even the blind monkey occasionally finds a piece of fruit.
Oh, look, she accidentally force blasted herself in lava.
Okay, so she's gonna use her bonus action to move her
No.
cannon a little bit, and then it's gonna shoot at that bronze orb.
Oh God.
I'm guessing an 8 will miss.
That's a
How
miss.
do
But
you
at least,
miss that?
at least you don't have dogs jumping at you this time.
I'm trying. Primordial.
So feels like you're playing chaotic stupid.
She has a goal.
No,
Nisha
All right.
knows what she's doing.
Does she?
Always.
Does she?
Maybe.
Because all I
dwarves
know-
imprison it, and you're going to set it free. You trust the salamander more than you trust the dwarf.
Well, I don't
Yeah, that
really
holds
trust
up.
dwarves myself.
All right.
All right, Kairos, you're up.
I'm not worried about the salamander because they're not threatening us, right? So
Well, I can't
Right.
yet. No.
as far
Not
as we
until
know.
Nisha has her way.
Nisha has a goal.
Yeah, I wish I could remember how to use the ruler.
Wants to be one of those Boy
Where-
Scouts someone mentioned.
5, 10, 15. They're in my way though. I can't shoot an Eldritch Blast at it, can I?
Can
I?
I don't know.
Yeah, you
So-
can shoot through.
That's up to the
you can shoot through
DM.
things.
Okay, so an Eldritch Blast should work. So, okay, you make an attack roll with the Eldritch Blast, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, same as you would with a bow.
Correct.
A bow, you can shoot through occupied squares without affecting those. Now, if it was an area effects spell, then I'd say that no, you don't get to bypass your allies. But because you're making an attack roll, I'm going to say yes, you can bypass your allies.
I gotta
with it.
hit that. I gotta hit the attack roll. All right.
You hit it, baby.
That'll hit.
Nice.
That'll hit and
Boom. No, never mind. Not boom.
wait. It did.
What?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
8 more didn't kill it, huh? Wow.
Nope. It's hanging on
All
by a
right,
thread.
well, Rosiki will finish it off.
That's the end of my turn then. I will pass it to
Somebody-
the death dog. Go death
Somebody
dog.
sneeze on it, it'll die.
Okay, well, before you get that chance, it's going to try to take out Rosiki.
Has it been taking its necrotic damage, by the way?
Only when I hit it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which
Hey, I'm
I've only hit
trying.
you
I'm
haven't,
trying.
have you?
I'm
I only hit it
trying.
one time.
Okay, first attack's a miss. Second attack is a
Another
miss.
miss.
Sweet.
And we're moving on to Rosiki.
Get it.
Rah, rah,
Scratch.
ree, kick it in the knee. Rah, rah, ras, kick it in the other knee.
Disney.
That's a
That'll do
hit.
it.
13 hit.
13.
And you had advantage.
Whoa, wait a
Wow,
minute.
that's I don't know what just happened, but I like it.
Another one bites the dust.
All right.
Dying. Okay, that means he's dead. Okay, good.
It's
Yeah,
dead.
Rosicky just drops his axe right between the two heads, and just kind of severs it right in half.
Ah, you're no longer a Siamese twin dog.
You're free.
Free.
All right, so
Now, what was it guarding, though? That's my
combat's not over until Nisha's done trying to attack the sphere.
We can let her
I'm trying.
keep
I'm
shooting.
trying. I'm trying.
Okay, so I'm going to end combat at this point.
No.
The sphere does not attack back.
Mhm.
Eventually, she blows it up.
Bad idea.
Okay, so in the corner of this room that the Cerberus is in, the corner that the Cerberus was chained to, you see a pile of coins.
Ooh, I like coins.
Are they drachmas?
Would you like to go count them up?
They're definitely cursed.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, someone else could get cursed.
55 platinum,
Whoa.
125 gold, 389 silver. There is also a trident made of metal and 6 javelins also made of metal.
Sweet. I know who likes the javelins.
How
Bane.
much? Wait, you said 55 platinum.
125 gold, 389 silver.
All right, that's right.
Now, in addition to that, there's also a tablet that appears to be covered in runes.
Detect magic.
Dwarven runes.
It is magic.
What kind?
Is the trident magic as well?
Yeah, trident or the javelins.
I'm
one of
detecting
those.
magic on everything. Just so you
Okay,
know.
so the javelins and trident are not magic, but they are made of adamantine.
Whoa.
That's a rare metal from Mother Earth. I think that we should return
As
it
you
to
guys
the
are
Earth.
counting, you hear a boom from down the hallway.
Well, if it's adamantine, then when the guard guy comes to the forge, we can have him melt that down and turn it into something we can use.
Oh, absolutely. Those adamantine's expensive.
Yeah, because we don't need a trident, but
Well, maybe you don't need a trident. They're
well,
great for fishing.
who in our group has I'm sure has that as one of their
It's a martial
Well,
weapon.
It's a martial weapon.
yeah.
Boom.
Boom. There you go.
Okay, so you have a tablet covered in runes.
Can I read the runes?
Do you have any way to read magic?
It says Samsung Galaxy. What does that mean?
Comprehend
Sure.
language, is that just for hearing, or does it allow you to read them too?
Yeah. It
Probably
lets you
to
read them. It lets you read them too.
Okay, well, I was going to say, if you've got, if you can read or write Arcana, then that would be an automatic. Otherwise, read language, I would say that probably still works.
I mean, would that just be an Arcana check instead too? I mean, because
You can also make an Arcana check, yes.
okay. Well, if my comprehend languages is still up, I could use that. But if I'm not using another spell slot at the moment just to comprehend languages.
Okay,
15 good enough?
15 is good enough. You're pretty sure that this tablet and these runes are used to bind something to some place, and that if you were to read the runes again, it would probably unbind that thing from that place.
Like
All
a
right, so
salamander?
obviously the salamander, but do we want to let that thing go? I don't think it's a good idea.
Yes.
Unless you guys want to fight it.
How would you like
And
it if you were stuck in a pit far away from home?
Well, I wouldn't, but
You know these creatures are naturally evil, right?
exactly.
Instead it
Are
needed
they?
our
Well,
help.
I don't think they are.
Can
It
she
said it
make
needed
that
our
help?
help, and it had something it needed
Hey.
help with.
Nobody says we got to do it this very minute. Let's go find out about the rest of the place.
Okay, so
We can do it
so
whenever.
she says to you, if you get me out of here, I can activate the forge.
We need to let her
But will
tell
you?
us that.
Insight check to see if she's telling the truth.
She appears to be very truthful.
Yeah.
I think she's being honest.
That's really important to me.
Well, then
So
I
she
guess-
says, before I can do that, though, you have to destroy that sphere.
You see Nisha still trying to cannon it.
Can we push it into the
Pew,
lava?
pew, pew.
It's sitting there getting blasted with force damage every.
Can I mold Earth the leg so it falls down?
Can it just be pushed over?
Gonna say no on that one.
Yeah, can it be pushed over? Can't Rasiki become a giant?
I mean, how big is this thing?
Myself.
How can't we just all get behind it and just shove it over?
right?
Push it
Roll
into the
it in.
lava, and then it'll.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Well, my
Okay.
cannon lasts for an hour, so
Then what's the part of the runes then? If it's, I thought the thing with the rune thing is.
Well,
supposed
that's
to
what I'm saying. No, the thing is that
Okay,
we can just read the rune, and that'll just deactivate the sphere.
yeah.
Before you do anything, Nisha, you've been there for a little bit. Give me an investigation check.
I was gonna say, nobody's investigated the sphere yet, right?
Correct.
Other than just blasting it.
Well, I'll investigate it.
That's our brand.
I'm a
Ooh, so close.
researcher. I'm a researcher. I can investigate these things.
I say we investigate it.
I'll investigate it too.
Or would that be an Arcana check?
Of course, I keep getting shitty rolls.
I rolled 18 Arcana.
Kairos,
Yes.
Stop it.
this looks to you like it's a device, and the device can be jammed.
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 How
But
do you jam a sphere?
What kind of jelly do we use?
yeah, I don't have any jam. I only have like strawberry preserves.
Well, you got.
Lone Star.
All right. So how does it appear that it can be jammed?
Raspberry.
Well,
Is this
the
some kind
whole point of the sphere is it's going to douse the room in ice if it's triggered, and it's triggered when the salamander climbs out. But it's that little thing that there's a nozzle there somewhere that will douse the room in ice. That can be jammed.
All right. So let's jam it then. I guess. Is this what we want to do? You guys think? I mean,
Yeah, we should
seems
set her
like
free.
seems like
Stop
all right.
hesitating.
We need the problem is you're not investigating first. You're just trying to kill it. Get us. You're gonna kill us.
How is hurting a big metal orb gonna kill you?
Well,
It's not the orb that's going to kill us. It's the salamander.
It's the salamander I'm worried about, not the orb.
All right. Well, apparently you're supposed to do it because that's what the card said.
That's
so...
what that's. I have an
Can we-
instinct that she's not lying to us, but doesn't mean I'm
Kara
right.
just said,
I
You
still
guys
say
have a really hard time trusting.
that's right. I told you, trust no one. But
That's why we're alive.
I still say that there's no hurry to do this. We can explore the rest of the damn place.
You know,
and
look,
see what else there is.
I'm just a sex fairy that lived on a mountain. Can you give me a break here?
Now, I want to point out that if you
In a
tell
cave.
someone, "Oh yes, I'll get to it," but they've been waiting a really long time for something to happen, and then you make it take longer, they're probably not going to be too friendly toward that. That seems really rude. I don't want to be rude, and I want to do the right thing. I think we should do it now.
Well,
We all want to do the right thing. We just don't know what the right thing is yet.
But here's the thing. All right, great,
Several-
you ignited the forge, but what are we supposed to do with once it's ignited, and how long does it stay ignited?
so there's
doesn't
nozzles.
matter. That's my destiny.
So there's like some kind of nozzles in the sphere or something like that. Is that what we're
Here's there's a
understanding?
knob with
that
like
we
a
can
spout toward the lava.
So
pit.
why don't artificer? Why don't you jam it with some of your tools or something?
Absolutely. She runs over and starts.
I'm
trying to
still
jam it.
confused though. What does the runes on the thing?
No,
I thought
I will-
you
I
said
will
that was
help.
supposed to- I thought
Yeah,
that was
well-
supposed to turn it off.
I thought the
I
runes
will
turned it
help
off too.
Nisha.
The
Can I-
runes
can I-
on the runes on the thing unbind it from the spot,
pit.
but it still
Unbind
has
it.
the trap.
Unbind it.
I want to
Yeah,
jam it.
Right
What kind
now,
of roll is that?
I'm hiding the tablet so Nisha doesn't know the unbinding words. So
Okay, so you haven't read the unbinding words yet.
I have not read the unbinding words, and I have concealed the tablet within my person. So,
Okay.
unless
Within?
about my person. So unless unless someone's gonna try to get really really friendly with me, they're not getting that tablet.
How you doing?
Is that an invitation, big boy?
Okay, so
Yes.
you have not
It is.
unbound it, but Nisha's gonna plug it up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to help Nisha.
You see,
Okay.
And I'm going to go far, far away. 'Cause I don't like this at all.
that reminds me. Yeah.
Hey, is this another passageway over here?
Like you're stepping through lava.
Okay, so Nisha, you plug it up, and the salamander's like, "Quick, you need to unbind me
Scratching
now.
my screen.
How do I do that?
Read the tablet."
What tablet?
Well, tablet. It's
And she,
it's in the fairy's butt crack. She's not gonna.
Prison
Do
wallet.
you actually say that it's
Prison wallet. Yeah.
it still seems like it's honest, right?
Seems to be.
Frack.
All right, let the damn thing up, and I guess that's what we're supposed
I
to
will
do.
read the word.
Neep.
Okay.
No, it's now Miki Niki Baka Nika Bai.
Okay. The salamander moves as quickly as it can through here and says, "Follow me quickly."
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Follow.
Follow me quickly. I have to feed my babies. They're hungry.
Yeah.
Okay. Salamander
will
comes in
ignite-
here, disappears down that hole. Now,
Oh, come on.
just just about as soon as you've cleared the room, you hear a click from the sphere, at which point in time the entire room is filled with ice.
oh the one behind us?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Now, the salamander. It is. It disappears down the hole for about 30 seconds. Then she returns from the same hole. Lava bubbles up from the hole and begins to flow in rivulets through the room. And you also hear the dwarven elevator activating.
Okay.
There's a lot happening at once, guys.
Hey, I thought, what's going on?
Okay, so well, she's activating the forge, which is something that you needed to do.
It's not the forge I'm worried about. It's the lava that's starting to engulf. the
Is this room we're in the forge? I mean, what exactly is the forge? I mean, I see all these pools of lava. What's the forge part, or have we found it? Or have we not found it yet?
Do we need to go?
No, maybe it's just these troughs. There's a trough being filled up with lava.
Okay, so what happens is 2 spaces on the map, up to my discretion, bursts open with lava. So those spots are going to be. Here's my target selection. One is going to be here. It doesn't seem to be helping. There we go. Ping. One's going to be there.
Oh no!
The other's going to be there. So, so lava erupts through there, thus activating the forge. And that, my friends, is you've basically completed this part of the mission, and we're going to call it a session at that.
But
And
I
Nisha
hate-
gets burned alive. Woo!
Probably. Nisha's probably dead, guys.
well, you know, it's like we gotta free the evil creature.
Why is it evil? What makes it evil? It asked for help.
It's kind of like how a devil is technically evil, right? They're just naturally evil. Sure, there might be a rare
I don't
one that might be good.
This isn't a devil though. It's like a big lizardy fire creature.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's a salamander, which are naturally evil.
I don't know that that's true.
I'm a researcher, and I already told you that it's true because
Based on
I
your
think you should
authority, it
research
is
some
evil.
more.
You
based
read
on
it on
my-
the internet. It must be.
I am a
We did
researcher.
independent study.
And, I rolled a lore check and I identified correctly that it's a salamander, so I know things about salamanders. I know a thing or two. I'm
Is
good at
that
science.
factual about
Hey,
salamanders?
he's good at sex and he knows things. That's what he
Let
does.
me ask you a question.
He's setting
According
According to the
cameras.
monster manual, orcs are evil. Is every orc evil?
No,
Yes.
not. Is it currently are they still considered evil in the current edition?
I haven't looked at the new edition. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're mistaken there, sir.
I'm pretty sure in the new editions, salamanders are neutral because they're from like the elemental plane.
Well,
Aren't
you know
they?
what?
Well, what it really boils down to is that creatures
I like
don't have to
your
follow
pun
their-
there, Darren.
What's
It
that?
could have easily just killed us
Yeah.
super dead.
No, not every creature, and this includes even going as far as like demons and devils, have to be the alignment in the monster manual. They can have evolved their perspective over time to have adopted a different alignment.
I see. So they've reached enlightenment.
Yeah, exactly. So this particular salamander might have been stuck down here for such a long time that it's no longer evil. Or maybe it's just doing what it needs to do to get the hell out of here, and that would be enlightened self-interest.
Enlightened self-interest.
There's no alignments anymore anyway.
So that being the case, like I said, we're going to go ahead and call it a night, and let's go ahead and do our outros in the opposite order we did it to begin with, starting with Mando.
I'm Mando Matt, the other Matt, playing Farron Sandhoof, our super awesome Centaur war cleric, who is starting to wonder if maybe he should have chosen a different line of work.
Okay, Kat?
I'm Kat. I played Nisha. She just wants to help the salamander get home because she wants to go home. So it's only natural to think so does everything else.
All right, George?
I'm George, the Cairo who plays Kairos, the Swarlock now, who's a chicken and is a sex-crazed chicken, I guess you could say. But at least he doesn't know how he's gonna survive with the halfling, in the party. So
We did fine. Everything seems fine right now.
Today, it's tomorrow I'm worried about.
Hey,
I'm kind of
Kairos, you just have to learn not to stand by her. That's all.
You're really just kind of showing off there.
She keeps trying to. She keeps standing next to me and doing silly things. At least I cast.
Fine. Did you get hurt? Like
you guys didn't turn into a warlock popsicle.
Did you die?
A little hurt.
Not this time. Nobody even came close this time to die, did we?
And I could cast Cure.
Nisha got hit once, and she was
actually,
not doing her best.
Bane actually came pretty close.
Ken, that was only a scratch.
I'm Ken Shivers. I'm playing the very frustrated paladin / sorcerer right now. And, wondering when my paladin features will kick in and I'll actually start hitting things. So tune in next time. Maybe I'll hit more than once.
Okay, Dan?
All right, I'm Dan. I'm playing Riziki, the Rune Knight Minotaur, who has some cool new features. And I'm wondering right now which came first, the sex-crazed chicken or the egg? We'll find out next week too.
All right. The other Matt.
Yep, Matt play Galen, the rogue scout. What?
He can't be the other Matt. Mando's the other Matt.
Well,
he's just Matt.
The other Matt. The other Matt is the second.
No, he's the Matt. He's got to be the Matt.
The not Mando Matt.
He
I
can't
am
be
the original. I'm the original Matt. Yeah. Well, how you said you're how old, Matt? You're
47.
All right, so I am the original Matt. Then I'm 52. All right. So anyway,
whatever.
I play Galen. I play Galen, the rogue scout, and that's it.
Okay, and I am Darren Drader. I'm the DM. I'm also
The gatekeeper.
I'm also a game designer. Come check out my stuff here.
Yes. What about? Are we gonna plug your game again? Come on, let's plug it. Plug it.
Yes. On the 4th of July, which is coming up next week, I'll be releasing Omega Force Shadowhawks, which is a near future military adventure RPG. So be looking for that. It'll be $14.99 for the PDF, and there will be a printed version soon.
Bye, Shadowhawks.
And thanks for that shout out.
You see, I gotta look out for you guys, right?
All right. So with that, we're gonna call tonight, and we'll see everybody in a couple weeks.
Good night.
See everyone later. Good game.
Later, guys.
Hey, what kind of sorcerer are you, Ken? Are you a demigod sorcerer?
No, Aberrant Mind.
Oh, okay. Because if you took I don't know if you're a strength-based paladin.